Welcome to FurCast Live, episode 366. I'm your host, Paradox the Red Wolf.
I'm your fabulous blue fox host, Pharaoh.
I'm Nico.
I can't believe we've gotten to 366. As in room 366, of course. How many people remember this? This was 8 years ago. So, quick shout out to Easy Wolf, which this video has been re-uploaded. I think Easy Wolf was proud of this, but I feel like he kind of deleted it from his channel just from having to deal with all the bullshit from it. But
my kin,
you can,
my siblings.
But yeah, it was re-uploaded by somebody. Yeah, bunch of different fursuiters there. Oh my god, I remember that. Anyway, so that was Room 366, and they have proceeded to make fun of that ever since, and I cannot believe it.
No, you have to go to the part where the one thing is staring you down.
Oh, where is that? It was somewhere in here.
The one dog thing on the bed that stares you down, and that became the meme.
Yeah, where was that? I don't remember where it is. Did I miss it, maybe? Well, we can find it later, but either way, yeah, if you YouTube search Room 366, you'll know what we're talking about. And, of course, a bunch of various YouTubers and friends proceeded to make their own parodies of Room 366 and everything. God, I remember that whole thing. Also, welcome to FurCast Live, episode 366. Happy Egg Day to everybody UTC positive, and Happy Egg Day Eve to everybody UTC negative. And before we jump in, I should mention that FurCast is sponsored by Twin Tail Creations. We do have coupon codes that will get you 15% off. Coupon code Red Wolf or the coupon code Blue Fox. And speaking of Red Wolf and Blue Fox, if you guys go to the Twin Tails website right now, they have official FurCast colors that you can get now. I feel like I wasn't ready for this emotionally to be a dildo.
I've been ready for this.
You've been ready for this? I feel like I'm just... Yeah.
I'm surprised it's taken this long.
So anyway, if you guys want Pharaoh Blue or Paradox Red, it is a free coloration that you can get on any of the Twin Tails toys, which is insane. I'm still not emotionally ready to be a dildo, but I don't know. I guess that's one for my resume.
Blue can now be insertable.
Insertable. Something like that. But anyway, thank you to Twin Tails for sponsoring FurCast. Also, just a reminder, they actually have a post on their website about this. They're also doing a sale for COVID-19. They have a post on their website about it, and because of the way their business is structured, they can still ship products, even though, you know, they can still ship products safely because of the way their workshop is set up, and also most of their work is actually done remotely. So they've been managing.
That's my slogan. You can have your blue and insert it too.
Really? Have your blue and insert it too. But yeah, so shout out to Twin Tails for making dildos themed after us, I guess.
Hey, Faye,
They're not themed after us. They're themed after colorations.
That's true. And and we don't really have our own dildos. We just have our own dildo colors.
Faye, you can be a pain in the ass in another way.
Oh, that's a good one. Are you gonna ding that one?
I mean, it wasn't. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like that's worth a ding.
It was.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, so it is pretty much me and Faye and Nico tonight. Maruski said he might join us later, and we would have had Bull on in the studio, but of course, you know, social distancing and all that jazz. But we do have Bull available via remote social distancing online things. How's it going, Bull?
You have me available.
Available.
I'm sorry, I had to. It's been too long.
But anyway, well, how are you surviving, Bull? Like, are you managing to stay alive and...
No. The majority of my time has been me playing Animal Crossing, studying, and being miserable. But it's okay.
Miserable.
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 There you go.
You're so funny.
Yeah.
You miss us.
I do. I miss you guys a lot.
Do you miss us threatening to eat you all the time?
Yes, I do. I miss all of it.
Oh, we had
I
a
miss
steak night recently, too.
Oh, we did have steak
What?
night.
That was
And
yesterday.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. You didn't tell me?
Well, we didn't want to, like, stress you out.
There's a cow
It's
on your
okay.
bed.
I appreciate it.
If we stress you out, you won't taste...
Yes, there is a cow on my bed. His name is Ben.
His name is what?
Benry.
Benry.
They said Ben and Jerry.
Well, no, it's like Ben and Henry. I guess. But it could be Ben and Jerry. I could be seen as that.
Oh, there you go.
He's a beautiful boy.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad that you're doing okay, Areo. People keep asking about you because, you know, you haven't
I
been
know,
on-
I've had people messaging me.
Yeah. Well, what's been going on?
Which
So,
is like-
are you feeling better? I heard you were sick before.
So yeah, I was sick before. Obviously, there's no way to know if it was COVID because I didn't get tested because my family didn't want me going anywhere. Well, because like I figured testing facilities.
Getting
if I didn't
tested.
have it, yeah, getting tested. No, but I don't think I had it. It was just like a stomach bug. But I had like a low fever. I had like a very mild headache. I was, stomach issues as well, but it wasn't anything like awful, god, terrible. But I was
Sounds
really
like COVID.
tired. Sounds like COVID. Well, because some people show no symptoms. So there's no way to really know.
Yep. You're pretty much never going to know until the
I
antigen
did
antibody
really
tests
well.
come out.
Yeah, I did really well in what's it called? In quarantining myself. No one in my family got sick besides me.
Oh, that's good. There you go.
Yeah, but I had to stay away from everyone. I was alone in this cube for a solid week, I think.
It's got to be so rough for you
And it was
because
terrible.
you're one of the most introverted people I know.
Extroverted?
Yeah, extroverted.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
sorry,
going to say, like, you
extroverted.
are not
I'm
introverted.
sorry, wrong word. Extroverted. You're one of the
Yeah,
most
I
extroverted
know.
people I know, and I feel like that would really wreak havoc on your emotional,
Oh, it has. I've been struggling a lot. Well, because all I'm able to do is, video chat, call, and message people, which is killing me because I need some face-to-face contact that isn't with my family.
Well, at least you are able to do those things.
I missed the bell.
What did you just
You
like not
missed
hit
the
it?
bell?
I hit the side of the bell.
he
I'm
didn't miss the
distracted.
bull. He missed the bell.
Yeah.
Oh, he missed it. I thought you said you missed. I thought you meant you missed hitting the bell. I was like, yeah, I know. It's easy when
Yes, I miss hitting the bull.
You miss hitting me? I miss when people hit me. I liked when you guys hit me. Dang it.
I like how you miss being abused by us.
Well, I mean, you guys were the people who abused me the most.
God, that's so weird. Well, anyway, well, thank you for contacting us. If you want, I mean, you're welcome to stay on the line for a little bit. And...
Awesome. I am down for that. I'm ready for the long haul. I got water next to me already, as is.
All right, there you go. Well, I can cut to you as if it's a camera, so it's pretty easy for me. So
All right, sounds good.
we'll just leave you there. All right. So let's see. Let me try to think. Do we want to jump into Roundup, or do you guys have anything else going on?
I'm finally getting a new phone.
Oh, really? What phone?
Pixel 4.
Thank God. Oh, good choice. Very good choice.
I thought you were a fan of the iPhones.
Oh, no, I am a fan of iPhones. I own an iPhone, but if you weren't going to get an iPhone, the only other logical choice is a Pixel.
That's fair.
Because you actually get software updates in time. And also, they're just really good phones for the price. But, yeah. I want to be good. You can Twitter and Telegram more efficiently.
I think my phone is from 2012, so I mean...
Oh, well, I can play 366 just fine then. Yeah, you have had that phone for a while. Well, didn't you have another phone and then something happened to it?
Yeah,
and
when
you
we
went-
were remodeling the fucking studio, a nail went through the fucking screen, and I had to go and put...
How did a nail go through it?
I was about to say, how'd you manage that?
When we were crawling through the side thing, there was a nail sticking out of the wall, and I would have rather taken the nail to my thigh. Instead, the phone was like, I'll take one for you. I would have rather taken the nail.
Yeah, wow. But, yeah. I've just been keeping myself busy with projects. I'm working on some studio stuff. I might be getting some new preamps for the studio, which would be really cool, that I've been playing with. So I've been trying to keep everybody updated on... by the way, I have a Telegram channel for nerdy studio stuff, if anybody's interested. It's XBN Studio Build on Telegram, and I've got, like, photos and GIFs and random explanations of things. And at some point on FurCast Tech... we're going to do like a big behind the scenes, not just of the studio, but like our infrastructure, servers, all of our like scripting and data hosting and stuff like that. So if anybody's interested in that stuff, we'll be talking about that soon. Look for that coming out. And probably a couple weeks, I would say. We'll probably do an episode on that. But also we have a Stripey now.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, their mic was off.
my
Now
mic is
it's on.
on.
There you go.
Hello.
I still haven't shaved since February.
You just not have a reason to shave? Or is it just like like your expression of how distraught you are in life?
Yes.
It's your quarantine.
I like how I haven't been shaving since, I think it's like, what, 3-ish weeks, 4-ish weeks now?
And yours is longer than. Yeah, I know.
And mine's longer already, and I hate mine.
I have a habit of biting my own mustache, so I shave.
I
it off.
do that too. I do the lower lip, the cat.
The lower one. I do it with my sides. Like it
Yeah.
grows inward.
I keep doing it, and it's gross, and I hate it.
Yeah.
This is
It
literally
feels bad.
3 months.
That's not a lot for 3
Thanks.
months.
Yep, I know.
You're trying your best.
This is probably the most facial hair I've ever had in my entire life.
Same.
I would just like to mention on the topic of shaving.
Oh, hi, Bull. I didn't even know
Hi.
you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's a
I mean,
video
that's
chat
why-
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi. Speaking of shaving, I specifically said to myself, if I don't shave, even though I doubt Nico shaved, he will comment.
Oh, I would. You know,
So I
I
shaved.
would. I'd be like, oh, look, he didn't shave again.
Like literally me, like because I had what's going on with you right now, but at like 7:30, I was like, shit, he's gonna call me up for not shaving. So
I would have. I would have
know
called
you
you. I
would've.
would have called you up, but I wouldn't be like in a mocking way, like, "Hey, Bull, it's like me. I didn't shave either."
No, I know.
I want to see
See what?
him with beard.
Oh,
Me with
what-
beard, I didn't take any pictures during that time period.
Aw.
No way I'm letting that get up.
Look at this long facial hair right here.
It's sexy.
Just keep your neck beard and nothing else.
can hear it in the mic
Yeah.
a little bit. It's...
Everybody rub their chin.
Oh, I don't like that noise. I don't like that.
Oh my goodness.
Hmm.
Anyway.
I don't like how it feels.
All right.
Meh.
So I will get ready to jump into the roundup here, except I need to do a thing. I need to drag this here, click that there, because I wasn't ready, and I always do that, and I always fuck that up. Welcome to the roundup. The roundup is the segment where we throw a bunch of fucking links at you, and you can check them out on your own after the show when we post it, which usually takes a few days. But in particular, it's basically a rapid-fire news segment, and we're just going to jump right in and try to get through it as quick as possible, and it is pretty goddamn big this week. So first thing in the roundup is, let's be honest, Netflix continuing to pander to furries. What's your B-Stars animal? Just say Fursona. It's 2020. And then a lot of people, of course, being very upset. Yeah. Oh, they have 580 replies to this with people.
I'm sure they're all very positive.
Yeah, thanks for that, Netflix. Anyway, next in the roundup, shout out to XSS Fox, who, by the way, is one of our patrons. He's an awesome fox, and he got interviewed on a show called Screaming in the Cloud. And it's a podcast that talks about like just general like cloud hosting stuff and AWS stuff. Because XSS Fox wrote like kind of a demo example GitHub script for how to exploit the shit out of Amazon S3 storage. I don't actually, it wasn't S3. I think it was Lambda. And he got interviewed on a podcast for it, which is pretty awesome. And he like had the Fox persona and everything.
Welcome to Screaming in the Cloud. I'm Corey Quinn. I'm joined this week by Michael, who is similar to a previous guest, an Australian code terrorist. Michael, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So you wrote something a while back that really sort of took some of the serverless world by storm. It's a GitHub repo that you called Big Buck AWS. What does that do exactly?
So it's sort of like a tech demo, I guess, of how you can abuse some of the inner workings of AWS, specifically Lambda. And it sort of allows you to stream content, so like a MP4 HLS stream, without really paying for much data. And it does that by abusing the ability that you can pull your code back out of Lambda. Yeah, so the thing is, when you upload code into Lambda, they also let you download it again to view it in like the online editor or if you have some sort of internal tool, you can use it.
So basically what it is like, because you can store code in Amazon, like they have like one of the many services that Amazon offers, instead of storing like videos or images or data, is like, oh, you can like sync code up to Amazon, and they just allow you to have so much of it because they figure, oh, it's text. But turns out if one piece of Amazon pulls it from the other part of Amazon, they don't charge you any money for it. So you can kind of just exploit the shit out of that. But anyway, shout out to XSS Fox, one of our patrons. That was an awesome little piece, and it was really, really cool. Next in the roundup, Hard Times, which is kind of like an Onion. They're like one of those parody news websites. They had a hysterical article, Polyamorous Woman Quarantined with Least Favorite Boyfriend. Mercy never laughing at that one. It's pretty awesome. Next, a Charlotte abortion clinic protest was canceled, or shut down rather, because they were violating the large gathering laws during COVID-19, which I thought was pretty funny. So that's a random story that's in there. Next, apparently tigers can get COVID-19.
I thought I was immune to it.
No, you're
because
not immune to
I'm
it.
not a human.
Nope, you fucked.
Oh no.
But yeah, legit, a 4-year-old female tiger at Bronx Zoo has tested positive for coronavirus. The tiger named Nadia is believed to be the first known case of an animal infected with COVID-19 in the U.S. Says the test was confirmed by the National Veterinary Services Laboratory in Iowa. And there's a whole article on BBC about it. Apparently some animals can get COVID-19.
And some lions got them too.
Oh, some lions did too.
Yeah, lions too. There are a few more cases in that zoo at the moment.
Well, anyway, speaking of animal stuff, Minute Earth, which is a YouTube channel that I've shouted out a bunch on this show, they decided, because of, I guess, quarantine or just for the sake of entertainment, to group together a bunch of their videos on animal reproduction and animal sex, and they put it in a giant video called Minute Earth Explains Battle of the Sexes.
Hi, I'm Emily from Minute Earth. And these two swans are in love. Or at least that's what it looks like. But the more we dig into mating in the animal world, the less sweet it gets. Coming up, 4 short stories to prove it. Starting with, do these swans really mate for life?
Spoiler, they don't. But anyway, check out Minute Earth. They have an awesome YouTube channel. Next in the roundup, Newsweek did a piece on John Oliver wanting the rat porn. And in particular, it was just kind of an excerpt about the artist and some of the history, some of the people who worked at the TV station that was broadcasting those original things. And we talked about this on the last episode. By the way, I did tune into the latest episode of Last Week Tonight that came out last week. And John Oliver said they have, quote unquote, a lead on it and would update soon. Or they said they might have a lead on it. But we'll find out, because Last Week Tonight airs tomorrow, which is weird. But yeah, Newsweek has a piece on it, and it was pretty well written, so I just wanted to add that to this week's roundup. Next, this is a YouTube playlist called the Alt-Right Playbook, and it's by a YouTube channel called Innuendo Studios. And I was linked this by a friend of mine because we kind of got into the conversation of like how you go back and forth and deal with like when you moderate a chat room and when you have to deal with like kind of your community getting infiltrated by like alt-right people and like kind of the mindsets of how they work and also how you can try to move past that. Really, really fascinating videos. And for anybody who is heavily involved in online communities or runs an online community, I really recommend checking this out. It was just such a well-done set of video essays. The first one is the Alt-Right Playbook Introduction, and it really just helps you get like a good perspective on everything from like dealing with people in chat rooms all the way down to like, you know, you're at work around the cooler and somebody says something awkward and political and then everybody gets going on politics and you're like, oh shit, what do I do? It's a great video. It just really helps to kind of give like some empathetic perspective to everything, which is really awesome. Next in the roundup, Stanford has made a toilet that identifies you based on your ass. Literally. It's like some special toilet anal print scan. Fun fact, apparently your ass is as unique as your fingerprint.
You said that a few times to me.
To you?
Yeah.
really?
Every ass feels different.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you have.
But like, there's a couple pieces on this. Here's one from The Verge. A smart toilet could identify you. I guess it's for a few different things. Like some of it was just being a prototype. Some of it was like for like knowing your. I guess if you have a bidet, it could know your preferences ahead of time or something like that. But yeah.
Oh my god! So you show up to the toilet and it already knows what you want.
Well, it knows like how to.
Sings a song for you that comforts you.
It plays your favorite music.
Well, I was
shuffles
thinking,
your playlist.
well, because at first I was like, why does a toilet need profiles? But then I realized that some of the fancy bidets that have like heated seats and stuff like that. Now, most bidets they'll just have like a list of buttons, and you could just program them for each person in the house or whatever. But like some people really like a heated toilet seat, and some people really don't like a heated toilet
The
seat.
ghost butt.
Yeah.
I thought it was more so for medical reasons, so that you can analyze the feces data after you're done pooping.
Maybe.
Yeah, because go back.
I don't want things to look at my feces data. I don't care.
You don't know they're looking at your feces data. You don't have to know. It just all happens behind this.
Yeah.
Because like if
They process this with algorithms that can, quote, distinguish normal urodynamics, flow rate, stream time, and total volume among other parameters. And still, wow.
those who are unhealthy. So
other things that I would like a smart
Your urine
version
can,
of it.
Your urine
I don't
can
need a
reveal
smart toilet.
multiple disorders. The dipsticks can be used to analyze white blood cell count, consistent blood contamination, and certain levels of proteins, among other parameters that can signify a spectrum of diseases, from infection of bladder to cancer to kidney failure.
yeah.
That's actually really, really neat.
Well,
Just getting tested everywhere.
instead of investing so much time and money into identifying your butthole from a camera that's stuck underneath your toilet seat, why don't you just scan a card? Because I would assume that they would install it in the hospital.
You have like one of those like RFID cards. You're like, shit, I forgot my card. I can't shit. Like you have to like unlock the toilet. Like, boop, there we go. And then you can like sit down.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, yeah.
You said butt.
But, it's great. Anyway.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
I was trying to find this Onion headline.
My bell's going
Oh,
over
yeah,
here.
it's not a real Onion.
I was going for it.
Yeah.
You were a little too late.
Somebody made an Onion headline. I'm going to credit... Okay,
Nos.
I'm going to credit Nos for being the first person I saw that tweeted it, but I don't know if he actually made it.
Looks like it showed up on Facebook.
It says, quarantined furry couple tries monogamy as last resort. I love that so much. It's so true. Including for me. That's me. That's me IRL. Anyway, next in the roundup, a nice video essay on Beastars.
Why do wolves howl? While humans have perpetuated the idea that the howl expresses sadness or loneliness, the wolf's howl is actually a tool to communicate location and to ward off outsiders, as well as a way for wolves to socialize with other packmates. When wolves get sad, they don't howl. They just beat the living shit out of tigers. I fucking love Beastars. But anytime any one of my friends asked me,
Hey Scott, what is Beastars about?
I usually end up giving them some variation on, it's like Zootopia, but with more sex and violence. Which is pretty reductive. Because at the end of the day, Beastars is well and truly its own beast.
So it's a great little piece on kind of going over and reviewing Beastars. Definitely worth a watch, and might be something to send to somebody if they're maybe not convinced if they should watch Beastars or not.
Also, the guy that made it is a furry.
Oh really?
Kaiser
yeah.
Neko.
Okay, that's awesome.
I saw him. Okay, I got so pissed off because he's also the one who does Dragon Ball Z Abridged. He was like the main person who was in charge of it. But I saw him at MFF when I went, and like he was just like walking, and I'm like, I know him from something, and I kept on walking, and like I was like, I'm like, I wanted to say like thank you, but then I turned around and he was gone. I'm like, no.
Aw.
Like I wouldn't even like make a big deal about it. Just be like, hey, I know your stuff.
I know
Thank
you. Hey, thanks for all the stuff you produce. All right, so Nico, you know the Beastars opening.
Yeah.
That's like the.
Oh, I've seen this.
You know what I'm about
I know
to
what
play?
you're doing.
The zero budget edition.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
It's beautiful.
So, for audio listeners who unfortunately can't see this, you totally gotta take a look at it because it's so dumb. But it's basically somebody animated a really shitty version of the opening, just using like stock photos. Anyway,
I love the dancing. It's just them spinning.
it's just the images spinning. That was great. Next, Verge Science, another amazing YouTube channel, has done a video on urban coyotes being sighted all over, especially North America, because of probably quarantine, but also just for a couple of other interesting reasons.
You can see the sun is on the grass behind the cypress trees.
Yep.
Like, very likely she's sunning herself. It's usually what they do this time of day.
Oh, we're already thinking like a coyote here.
That's how you find them. Just think like them.
Somewhere in this park is a coyote known as 15F. She's wearing a collar that broadcasts GPS and radio pings, and we're here to check up on her, if we can find her.
Keep your eyes peeled, because she could just be out and about.
15F is a pretty big deal around here. She and her mate recently fought off the alpha pair of this park. She claimed this scrap of San Francisco for herself. And she's not alone. 15F is one of thousands of coyotes securing territories in cities across North America.
So definitely worth checking out. It's a really interesting piece on like how they track them and how they're trying to deal with it and stuff. And especially any coyotes watching, you know, you might want to know the tactics of the humans that are trying to catch you. I feel like it might be worth, you know, taking a look at that, get some inside knowledge, you know. Anyway, so you guys know how pandas never fuck?
I've never ever seen one, so I guess they
You've
don't.
never seen a
I just mean that, like, you know how
Yes.
a lot of zoos like struggle to get pandas to fuck.
Yeah, they basically have to like try and like get them to do it.
Yeah,
instead of them doing it.
It's like
naturally.
one of the reasons, not entirely, but one of the reasons that they're endangered.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it turns out they just wanted privacy, guys. Because as soon as the zoo closed, they fucked for the first time in 10 years.
They have performance anxiety.
Of course, there are pictures of it anyway, but yeah.
No, I think it's so cute.
Well, there you go. Next, in the roundup, it looks like Sheridan Tyson's, which I guess is one of the hotels that, Furthermore was at. I don't know if it's where Furthermore still was. But anyway, the famous Sheridan Tyson's is, I guess, closed. They basically went out of business. Now, we don't know if it's going to be a new hotel or what's going to happen to it exactly. But apparently they've not been doing good. And they had just recently spent a bunch of money renovating their parking garage that was out of date on code. But yeah. Yeah. Bunch of articles and stuff about that. It's kind of some sad news. Next in the roundup, Disney announces a live-action Robin Hood. I feel like that's everybody's reaction.
You'd think after the response to the last one, they wouldn't like immediately hop to doing that again.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, a lot of people are comparing it to Cats, but I don't know, has the lesson from Cats been learned, though, in terms of how to do things?
I thought.
Yeah, you'd think, but I don't know.
We're gonna find
Why
out.
can't they come up with, new stories? Why are they trying to constantly come
Because
up
they
with
make
things?
so much
did do
money.
Onward recently, but with the way that everything's been, it kind of flopped, I think.
That was Pixar though, but Disney, they're like the live action things make so much money.
Do you think it's the parents who?
It's everybody. Everybody goes to see it.
Huh.
Even if you shit talk it, people go to see it.
Apparently it's going to be a Disney Plus only.
I have that.
Yeah. Well, I know you have it, but I just mean that, like, it's not going to, at least according to this piece, it's
Because Paradox, look how much the live action, quote unquote, Lion King version made as far as money goes.
I don't actually know.
I meant, like, look it up. Because it's a lot of money.
Well, because it's like one of those things where even if, like, to you it doesn't mean much, for the average, like, mom who has 4 kids that just needs something to do on a Thursday,
yeah,
like, I feel like that's what's going to make it kind of succeed.
And it's part of her memory too, like her childhood memory.
Yeah.
So.
$1.6 billion US
for just the Lion King one.
What the fuck?
It wasn't even that good.
And it cost 200 million, almost 260 million to make, but it was 1.657 billion US
I didn't even
dollars.
watch it.
I didn't watch it
Neither
either.
have I.
Haven't even seen it.
I've seen snippets, and I wasn't impressed. I know the Aladdin one also made a lot of money,
Yeah.
and it was still bad.
Next in the roundup, Backbone Prologue, which is the Backbone game, I guess is now quote free to play on Steam. And this is, you guys might have seen clips of this. It's kind of the film noir style raccoon that walks around, and I guess it's supposed to be like a dystopian Vancouver. And it just looks so cool. I don't actually know.
That's
anything
East
about it.
Hastings.
What is that?
Yeah, that's East Hastings.
Oh yeah.
First scene.
Foxy Burger. I love that. But anyway, I've seen people around play this. Now, Bull, actually, you might be one to help describe this. What does free to play mean on Steam? Because that means you don't actually own it, right? Oh, he's gone.
Oh, I can explain it. So free to play means it's a free game, pretty much. But there's like usually microtransactions, which are like in-game purchases, and those cost more than your average game.
But how are you supposed to gain the pay-to-win
microtransactions
in story games like that?
Yes.
I've seen like online competitive games being free, but you have to buy certain items to have certain advantage. But
it's bullshit.
I've never seen story games.
Story games would do it. Story games might give you like one chapter, and then they're like, "Oh, all this extra stuff you can buy, but you can't get." Then the game is still technically free. So
or it just halts it. So you hit you reach like paywall. So like if you wait a day, then you can continue on with the story. Whereas if you just pay,
that's the Candy Crush version of it.
Right.
Of you can play for X amount of time, and then once that time's up, you're done. And then you have to pay to keep going.
Have you played Life is Strange?
No,
because Life is Strange is a game, a story-driven game, but they
I know
divided
of
it into like 8 chapters. Yep. So the first chapter and the second chapter is free, but
that's the idea.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the same as free to play, but only kinda. I think free to play is bullshit because if you're doing it, there's no such thing as free to play.
Depends.
Yes.
90% of it is bullshit. Are there games that are free to play that are still fine? Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how this game is exactly doing it, but yeah, it'll be.
It's a sneaky raccoon.
It is. It does have a beautiful style though. This game. Again, this.
I don't know why they just don't call it like a demo.
There's a lot of free-to-play games that are just based off the only thing that you pay for is cosmetic-wise.
Yeah, that's the like a couple like that one's fine, but usually they don't do it as much.
I actually quite like that method because it lets people access the game at the same level as everyone else. But if people want the extra stuff, they can.
Yeah.
But the cosmetic stuff or
cosmetic or
the cosmetics, yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, like, I really hope you're not trying to defend it for
no, fuck that.
Other things.
That's in certain games too. Like if the game itself is good, I'd rather donate money to it as if I was buying it, even if it is free to play. So it's like I'd rather.
Oh yeah, like if it's a good game, then I'm more than fine with paying money for it.
But although I will say that like if the game story is complete, but then they add DLC after that adds more, I'm okay.
I'm okay with it too, kind of.
But here's the thing: when they do the DLC thing, they usually don't follow the original story, or they just put it as a canon and it's like, oh, it's just a canon, so it doesn't really adhere to the story, so you can't be upset about it. But
you can be upset about it.
Yeah, but it ruins the world, the story building, and the world building is like.
I don't know. I don't support microtransactions in like any regard. As like one of my favorite games has the most microtransactions, but
what's your favorite game?
I play Overwatch a lot. You can buy the loot boxes, but I don't care about the loot boxes.
But it doesn't ruin the fairness of the game.
Because once again, I don't care about the loot boxes.
Well, and it also like you got to be careful how much money ties into that because then you're effectively gambling.
Oh yeah, that's what
crazy too.
Battlefront 2 had.
They still do loot boxes anymore? I didn't think they were still existing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Australia banned loot boxes because it ties into gambling, online gambling.
It does, but like if it's just cosmetic stuff, whatever. Yeah. So you're not
maybe some
betting things.
Australian first can explain.
Well, speaking of games in the roundup, there's also another one called Way to the Woods. And some of you guys might have heard of this one being announced. It looks freaking gorgeous. And it's this awesome little deer, and you get to go around and explore a city, and it just looks free. The art style is absolutely incredible. Now, I don't believe this game is actually released yet. It's just kind of being announced, and what I'm playing right now is just like a little trailer that's on Twitter. But it looks freaking awesome. Cute little...
It's like the subways with COVID-19.
Oh, and Excess Fox says it's banned in some EU countries.
Some EU countries, okay.
Yeah, loot boxes.
Yeah. Also, I love how this is from a Twitter account that I don't personally follow, but it's called Wholesome Games, which I guess is a Twitter account about games that are wholesome, apparently. Next, in the roundup, this was a cool thing. Oh, this post was deleted by the original person who posted it. Well, that's okay. I have my own screenshots. It is a book about, I think we've talked about this before, about the anatomy of mythological creatures. And it's really cool. They have centaurs in here. They have mermen, like mermen and mermaids in here. Mermans. Murfers. But it's a really cool book that kind of talks about just like artistic design. They got all kinds of stuff. They got vampires in there. They got like bat creatures and weird stuff, but it's called The Resurrectionist, The Lost Work of Dr. Spencer Black hardcover. And you can find that on Amazon if you're interested. Next, Areo, explain yourself. Apparently people are mooing now on lockdown.
I mean, I'm just wishing I lived in this town.
I guess people are just going even more insane because now it's like, a, quote, crazy town has come up with a unique way to fight the lockdown boredom by mooing in unison. Every evening at 18:30, locals in Belper, Derbyshire, gather on doorsteps and lean out of bedroom windows for a 2-minute cattle chorus.
Does that not sound amazing, though?
Is there video of this? Is there? There has to be. I want sound. There has to be some sound of this.
Let's see. There's something here on Twitter. Let's see if it'll load. Oh, it's like somebody in a store. It looks like a shop. Somebody's like doing one of those PA announcements, saying that
Predictive moon.
Stay safe, Belper.
Wait, I want to hear more. You gotta hear more.
I hear more.
Better.
That's fucking amazing.
Why?
Why not? That's so fun.
Because people are fucking bored.
People are going insane slowly.
People are losing their fucking minds.
If you can howl, you can also moo.
I just...
What I love about that is that you can hear them in the distance.
I love the distance, like, howls of it.
Areo, I just want to point out that it took a town losing their minds for them all to join your side of things. I hope that makes you feel good.
I mean, I don't think they lost their minds. I think they're just having fun.
Anyway,
just because you would moo at any time doesn't mean anything.
And I think that is pretty much it, other than Twin Tails having FurCast themed toys. Oh my goodness. What are we gonna do?
Thick blue.
It's just, God, it bothers me. I mean, thank you, Twin Tails. I love working with Twin Tails. You guys are awesome, but fuck.
Yes, that's what the point is.
I'm a dildo.
You're a dildo.
I'm a dildo. I don't know how I feel about
Aren't you proud of yourself? Mommy, look at me now.
Yeah.
Except I'm pretty sure your mom would actually be proud of you.
Yeah, probably. Knowing my mother. So anyway, what do you got going on, Bull? What do you taste like these days?
How's your island going?
Yeah, what kind of foods are you eating?
What do I taste like? Oh my god, I probably taste terrible. I'm probably really gamey and gross.
How's your island going?
You don't want to eat me. My island is great.
Well, actually, now that you're sedentary, you'd probably be a lot more like delicious and tender, like veal. You know, like when veal don't move.
Maybe I should start drinking. Maybe that'll make it.
You know when they lock veal into like a small little house and then they don't let it move for like a long time? Basically, you're veal right now. You're gonna be so tender right now.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's how it starts.
What makes you stringy is exercise. So when you're running, like, and you stay fit, that makes you stringy and gross. But if you're just sedentary
Okay. I'll make sure
and
to
not
just
moving,
sit, do nothing. I mean, that's what I've been doing. Oh God, no. When this is over, I might just have to.
Oh my God. Anyway, that's the end of the roundup, guys. That was it. I can't believe we got through the roundup. We could have died.
Did you do the whip?
The whip? Yeah.
Oh,
Do you want me to do the whip
I
again?
was really like zoning out.
All right, here's the whip again.
Thank you.
There you go. Just in case you needed that.
I did.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, happy Egg Day, everybody, by the way. In fact, I've actually been seeing a lot of people on social media complaining about, I guess, like, I don't play Animal Crossing, but I guess it got,
so
like...
fucking tired of the eggs.
oh, fuck the eggs.
Yeah, Egg Day is tomorrow.
God damn. I've never hated rabbits so much in my entire
The
life.
actual
Wait,
Egg
you're
Day
playing
is
Animal
tomorrow.
I've been
The
playing
Animal Crossing Egg Day is tomorrow.
Oh
my Egg Day room is
God.
gonna have so much fun.
Oh. Wait, Faye, have you added me on Switch?
No.
What the fuck? Hold on, I'm gonna send you my friend code in a sec.
I've been I have an Egg Day room. It's a hellhole, and I love it.
So
Oh,
what
I do
is...
too.
Describe, for those of us who don't play Animal Crossing, what egg this whole thing is.
Okay,
So-
I can we can go in on this. Me and Nico both. I guarantee.
Okay.
Actually, we can all go in on this.
Except Maruski.
Oh, you think it's a fish? It's going to be a fish. It's not a fish. It's a fucking egg.
Basically, one in three
Animal
things are
Crossing
going to
is a
be an egg.
game. Animal Crossing is a game.
It's a game?
Where right now, you're required to gather a lot of resources. But the shit that's happening right now is that about a third of your resources are replaced with fucking eggs. It's not fun.
But it's only until tomorrow.
Thank God.
Yeah, I know, but it's been since April 1st.
Yes.
It's way too long. It should have been like 3 days of eggs.
It was cute for like a day, and then I was seeing balloons, and I was like, "Oh, it's a balloon," and then I was like, "No,
A
it's another egg."
balloon.
I'll give it to you.
You're just lucky.
I'm disappointed.
So am I.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Sometimes you get the low part
Well,
joke.
yeah, of course you are.
Any hoozle. Well, I don't know. What are you guys feeling? I mean, I could do sponsor read, and then we could go on break real quick, and then come back and do news and stuff. There's, like I said, as I said a few episodes ago, guys, there's really not much going on lately.
Our lives, the excitement of my life was going to Walmart. Woo!
Yeah.
Or no, I went to Wegmans today.
Life
because
is going to the fridge and seeing that something is there that I didn't expect.
I went to Wegmans today because I wanted to get a ham because I just found out that my family's not having anything for Easter, so I'm like, I'm gonna cook my own.
Yeah.
So I'm making my
You
own.
guys fucking have Easter together, and I'm gonna be here.
We'll send you a picture.
Dude, so my
great,
so
thanks.
my birthday is this month, and my parents were saying that they're gonna like show up and they're gonna like put a cake on the doorstep and then like step away and then serenade me from the
Oh, I'm gonna
driveway.
sing with them.
And I'm like,
I love that you hate people
That's
singing
what my
for you.
grandmother did for Ikasuri's birthday. She came over, dropped a cake on a counter, was I can't touch you or see you. Bye, and left.
My parents are bored. They cleaned every single room in our house, our basement, and they've done every single puzzle in our house.
oh God, your parents are bored.
Like every single puzzle. And my mom decided, she's also like, I'm gonna fucking learn how to use a computer. So for the past like week and a half, she's been trying to learn how to use a computer, and she's really far behind. So it's kind of funny. She's like, I just learned how to cut and paste something. I'm like, you know what, Mom? That's good for you. Like, that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
But she got a giant. Well, you would like this. She got a giant Eevee puzzle that's like gorgeous, and like it has Eevee in the middle. It has all the evolutions around it. It looks like stained glass, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't know you like Pokemon. Blah 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 blah. And she's like, I don't. I just chose it because it was kind of pretty. And I'm like, can you name any of the Pokemon? And I will tell you exactly what she wrote.
You just had me thinking of like the most hysterical idea to do is like, you know, like you said there was a cute Eevee poster. Well, we need to find like another furry that thinks it's to be a cute Eevee poster, but it's actually a big porn Eevee thing. So it has the cute picture on the front, but then you overlay a porn image over all of the actual puzzle pieces.
Yeah. So I asked my mom to name all the can you name any of the Pokemon on the thing? She said Pikachu, 2 words. Mayu, Meyew, poke a ball, and Charizard, 2 words.
Charizard.
By the way, the only one that she had on it was Pikachu.
Well, I'd assume that the reason your mom hears that is because she teaches.
Yes,
elementary
but I've been
school,
playing
yeah.
Pokemon in the house and been talking about it and been watching the show since I was like born.
Oh, okay. So your mother know those few, I guess. Yeah.
The fact, yeah, it's.
Oh my goodness.
And my dad was like, I know what Pokemon it is. It's Eevee. I'm like, how do you know? Because box says it's Eevee right here. And I'm like, okay, you're not wrong.
Somebody else just posted a picture of an egg hunt that says "Stay 2 meters away" on it. Stupid. Oh my goodness.
That's a challenging egg hunt because everyone always scrambles for the same one.
There's been a few places that are doing like that have been doing like virtual egg hunts in Minecraft or whatever, which is a pretty cool idea, I guess. But
I think there was a recent like furry meetup for like a local I think it was an Ontario group in VR chat. I know a couple groups have been doing that.
I know there's a lot of people on VR chat.
So the way that I've been hanging out with my parents is we'll both go to the same park, and then we'll just kind of stay away from each other, but we'll just like talk and hang out for a little bit, and then they'll kind of go their separate ways, and then I'll go back home. That's the best we've come up with so far.
That's still cute. I can't even leave the house. My parents are both still working, so they can't get sick. And my mom works at Roswell, so she's in medical.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's like I can't do anything.
Yeah, wow.
See, I didn't think I was still working because I didn't think I was going to be. And then I got a paycheck and I'm like, oh, shit, I got to work. So I've been working.
Wow.
And I also I'm like, I wasn't for sure. I'm like, I got a paycheck. I'm like, is this just a back paycheck? And then I got another email saying like, we will not be paying you for Easter vacation. And I'm like, oh, I was getting paid.
We get Trump bucks next week, though.
But mine's on mail, so
Actually,
mine's going to be a while.
Only if you've done your taxes with direct deposit.
Yes.
If you've not done direct deposit, it's going to take like a year.
It's probably not going to take a year.
It
could be, I would say, anywhere within a year.
Who doesn't do your taxes with direct deposit?
I don't want to do
a lot of people.
I don't
because-
use direct deposit for my...
That's
Sorry for any non-Americans listening. Unfortunately, we still use a checks-based system here.
I like checks.
Fuck checks.
I have not used a check since I got
use
checks.
so much. I need more checkbooks, actually. I like checks because
You're
you
an old woman.
You hand it to somebody, and you're like,
ew, why would you want to do that?
it's gone.
Yeah, but checks can bounce, so it's not actually technically money. It's like
I'm okay with that, because then if it bounces, it's like,
then
oh,
you
fuck, I
pay
don't have
more
money.
money and they pay more money, and then they don't get their money. Checks are shit.
Care. I like my checks.
And it takes like 3 days for the money. Like,
It takes 2 days.
That's terrible.
That's not even that long. That's
Well,
you put it in,
living
and
in
it
the
comes in
90s?
usually either in that day or the next day.
You realize that in other places you can just wire people money virtually instantly?
I don't care. I like paying with my checks. Okay, sue me.
I carry around a check in my wallet, but it's for emergency only, in case my card doesn't work or they don't have a card machine.
I only pay big things in checks. So like my rent, I pay in checks.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you do direct deposit for your taxes?
Because that's like another big thing, and I would like to just get a check.
Why?
I think he
'Cause
just
I
likes
do.
the physical texture.
Tangibility is something
I
something
can't
that you
stand
could like.
touching. Like I appreciate the idea of cash, just in terms of like
just like
the
checks.
anonymity of
Because
it.
then I
and
know
everything.
You are literally like a little old woman right now. That's all I picture with
Like
you.
you're that old woman.
I'm
like,
not the person who goes to the grocery store and pays with checks.
You will be though.
No, I
You're
won't.
going to be.
No.
Give it like 20 years, and you're gonna be the person standing in line. There's gonna be entire digital scales, like probably even like chips in your fucking arm, and you're gonna be the person in line with all of other us like ready and waiting,
Like, every
pulling
other-
out their checkbook.
Like I got the look on the cashier's face the other day when some old lady was like writing a check. She's just, oh, this is the wrong type. Hold on, I gotta pull out my other checkbook. And then she was like taking forever, and the cashier's like. And then meanwhile, I come up and I'm just like, oh, yep, scan store card with my phone.
I don't know why I'm feeling so attacked just because I like paying with checks.
Just tap to pay with my phone, and the cashier was like,
Why? It's such a relic. I don't. My parents don't pay with checks.
My parents pay with checks all the time. My parents pay their taxes with checks. They like write out checks and mail them out to people.
So, fun fact about that actually. You know what that is actually dumb.
Yes.
I never felt so attacked on the show ever since I can't use power tools. Like that, those two things, I feel so attacked.
I forgive you for power tools, but
No,
I'm not
you
going to
don't.
forgive you for using
don't.
checks.
You do not forgive me for
I
power
am.
tools.
I right now. I will forgive you for power tools. I will never bring up power tools again. Checks is a whole new story.
As far as like,
I'm disappointed. Like,
as far as getting paid, direct deposit, yes, I do that. But as far as me paying someone else, I use checks. Sue me. Or cash.
I can. Well, I mean, we can.
I think the reason it bothers
I don't
me
want to
is
because you'll pay me in a check.
I think the reason it bothers me is the fact that people still use checks is what's holding back the entire. I'm serious. It is holding back the entire financial system from being able to move on to what we have in what is had in other places, which is so. For an example,
if someone told me, "Hey, we got to get rid of checks," I'd be like, "Okay," but will I still pay with checks? Yes, until they get rid of it. I don't care.
So fun fact,
it's a paper trail for me to show, "Hey, I paid you, and I paid you."
Why do you want paper?
Because sometimes I like it. I could see Ikazuri hand her the check of my rent, and I'm like, I know I paid you today because I'm handing you the check. It is in your hands.
You know what else I can get? An email.
Yes, but guess what? Emails can be
forged.
There are so many shit things I don't care about, okay?
And checks are more secure? You can't say that email isn't secure compared to fucking checks.
I hate people. Paradox.
Fun fact for non-Americans listening, in the U.S., big stores, like big grocery stores and stuff, they will take credit cards like Visa, MasterCard, and they will also take debit cards like your bank card. But a lot of small businesses and like your average gas station and stuff, they actually either they will not take debit cards, or you have to get lucky and hope that your bank will do the debit transaction through Visa's system. So it's not a credit card transaction, it goes through Visa. But businesses actually have to pay fees on that. And one of the reasons people always ask, why is the US so far behind on tap to pay adoption and everything? Yeah, you want to know why? Because we have no unified debit system. And you know why we have no unified debit system? Because people like Nico like checks.
See, I'm just gonna stop this argument by not talking. Because if I stop talking, they're gonna stop and they're gonna just shut the fuck up. I'm gonna pull the opposite of the bull.
It's not because of Nico. It's because of other things. But,
Yeah, those two are independent from each other.
Wait, you know what's nice? My debit card has a PIN, so if I lose my debit card, someone can't actually use it. Where if I lost a checkbook, someone could just continuously write checks to themselves.
Yeah, and
because checks are so old that no one checks the signature.
Yeah.
Still,
have you ever taken a check? Like, what would you do if you lost a checkbook, Nico?
I mean, you could talk to your bank about it and they'll deal with it. But,
call the bank.
But yeah.
I can see check.
You would have to know the routing numbers for each of those checks.
And actually, in reality, the reason that it is so complicated in the U.S. is because a lot of countries have like 4 banks and the US has like hundreds. And so it's just really difficult to get them all to unify under one system. And the system that they have unified under, besides proprietary things, some banks have, like there's one called Pop Money and there's a few services like that. But the one that they have unified under is the checking system. So even if you wire virtual money, it still takes 3 days because it's still considered a check, even though it's virtual, which is just...
What's funny is I've not used checks. I've used money orders. I've gone and gotten a money order.
Yeah, I still get money orders from people sometimes, which is interesting. But at least money orders are actually more secure in a lot of ways. But anyway, we could jump into sponsor stuff and then we can go on a break.
I'm sorry, old lady.
FurCast is sponsored by TwinTailCreations.com. You can check their website out, TwinTailCreations.com. They are sponsoring us to get their name out because they make high-quality, custom, durably made products. And they have all kinds of pretty colors, including FurCast-themed colors now, which you can get for free, or rather, no additional cost on top of the toy. They ship discreetly in brown boxes that just say TTC LLC, so it does a credit card transaction. They also ship internationally. We got some people that ask us about that every once in a while. They are part of our community. They're in our chat room. So if you ever do experience an issue with customer service, you can talk to them through us. A lot of times they're in our chat room. And of course, love is poured into every mold. And let's see what else is in this sponsor read. Oh, yeah. And of course, you can save 15% with our coupon code, Red Wolf or Blue Fox. And I think you can use the coupon code, or you can do the COVID-19 sale. Because, by the way, they are doing a sale for COVID-19 because, you know, when you're in social isolation, sometimes you just need a little bit of help having fun, you know. So anyway, thanks to twintailcreations.com for sponsoring FurCast. We love those guys. And I still feel really weird about the fact that my name is on the color of a dildo.
I still liked our originals. I still have the picture of what the original color names were.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I wanted to do, what was it, Not Red? And you wanted to do, what was it?
Wait. I think I still have it.
It was like Blue Fox Blue. Or no, it was Red Wolf Red and Blue Fox Blue. But we were kind of weary about, like, we didn't want to have animal names on the name of the toy. We, you know.
Oh, wait, here, I'm going to forward it to the host chat.
I think I displayed it before, but actually I kind of feel bad because Twin Tails, this isn't the actual product, so we're displaying the product that isn't actually what it is, but it was kind of our draft, but... Are you forwarding it?
There we go.
There we go. Vulpes de la Blue. Okay.
That sounds so fancy.
I know, right?
It's almost
Literally just saying Blue Fox.
I liked my fancy dick name.
Well, if this is Vulpes de la Blue.
Vulpes de la Blue.
It literally means blue fox in French.
I know.
Paint me like one of your French dildos. Oh my goodness. But yeah, shout out to Twin Tails for that, and they have a new website as well. So, XSS Fox says, I'm adorable. Oh, I am? Oh, okay. Thanks for that. Not by Vogue. That'd be good. See, that's the thing, right? All the most successful companies in the world, you got to remember, they don't market their product. They market a lifestyle, right? Like, yeah. I mean, you think about it, like all the big companies, whether it's some of the big famous car companies, or, you know, you look at a company like Apple or whatever, right? Like, yes, some of the advertising that they do is the product, but some of it is also like, here's your life with this product. Here's like the types of people who buy this product.
Your
here's
identity.
Like not even your identity, but just like, here's how you're going to live.
Because I see that a lot from Lululemon. It's like, people who wear Lululemon like, you know, oh, I go to yoga class, and after I'm done with my yoga class, I go to Starbucks and I order this lemonade with, I don't know what they order.
They go to Starbucks for a lemonade?
I don't know. I only been to Starbucks like a few times in my life.
For a lemonade.
What do you get at Starbucks?
Hey, there's Starbucks lemonade.
Yeah,
you can get a passion fruit.
Like,
they used to.
I never think to myself, well, I'm going to go to Starbucks. What do I want? Oh, lemonade.
No, actually,
they had a passion fruit iced tea with lemonade. Ooh,
yeah, I've gotten a lemonade.
I had that so many times.
I have.
In college, because we had a Starbucks like right next to where I lived, and it was amazing.
People always shit on me for going to coffee shops and getting tea, but a lot of coffee shops have really good tea.
Aren't they just regular tea bags that you get?
Yeah.
Those are the same tea bags that you get from Wegmans or anywhere else.
Some of them are, but I don't mind. I like the... See, to me, I was describing this to a friend of mine recently who was like, man, I miss going to coffee shops, but like the caffeine was screwing me up or whatever. And I'm like, you realize that half of the joy of coffee shops isn't the coffee, right? Like, it's everything else. It's like the aesthetic and the sound and like just spending time with people and like getting other things, you know, little bagels or whatever else. And it's like, to me, like, I love the coffee shop aesthetic more than I actually like coffee.
That's how fast food places are trending out, because fast food used to be, you know, oh, go in and grab your fast food and get out. Whereas fast food places now are trying to be
they're kind of sleek.
Yeah, they're trying to be sleek and then like all, not noir-esque, like a wooden floorboard and like all grayish color. They're not trying to be like colorful, just like in the 90s.
They're trying to be more like, come in here, have a quick time with your friends, you know. Yeah. Eat your food, get out, but like don't worry about rushing too much. It's nice enough.
It's very like, this is a nice place that's well lit, big windows, like it's aesthetically pleasing. Whereas before it was much more like kind of in your face, like this is our brand. Okay, bye.
Imagine the 90s McDonald's was like a yellow, red characters and the and Ronald McDonald.
I hated those characters.
Yeah. All right.
I still think Vulpes de la Blue sounds so fancy.
You're still stuck on this.
I think the reason that they changed it was just because it was too long.
Yeah.
Like it just went for, wouldn't fit on like some parts of the UI or whatever. Vulpes de la Blue. I hate you. Sometimes.
So good.
Yeah.
Sleek. Fabulous.
Bomani says, what color would a Nico dildo be?
Green.
Well, you gotta make it fancier.
Oh, what would the name? What would the name of it be?
Name.
I mean, going by the trend, it would probably just be Nico Green.
No, I mean if it was, but what would I actually want to name it?
Baby shit.
What?
Like the baby shit green.
Gonorrhea green.
Yes, with all the gonorrhea that I have.
That's green.
Is gonorrhea green?
I think so.
Does gonorrhea
I like how you
have
know
a
that.
color?
I thought it's like yellowish green.
I just meant in a Crayola crayon that's green and it just says gonorrhea on the crayon. What the hell?
Gonorrhea green.
I love whenever I say something really weird like that and I see that users have joined chat because that means that somebody like just tuned into the show and it's like, hi, we're talking about gonorrhea, the color of gonorrhea right now. Thanks for listening to FurCast. Jesus Christ. Anyway. All right, well, if you guys want to go on break, we could do that.
Sure.
All right. All right, Bull, you won't really hear the music, but I'll just mute you and we'll be back in a little bit. Does that sound good?
That's fine. I'll just dance as if I do hear it.
You just dance? All right, that sounds good.
Yeah, I'll be on the screen in the background, way off sync. It'll be great.
All right, that sounds good. All right, thanks for listening to FurCast, guys. We'll be back after a quick music break.
You're listening to FurCast.
Support for FurCast comes from Patreon users, including Shaman the Photon Wizard, Phaon, Energize the Wolf, Sweetie Darling, Barnaby Fox, Frost Blaze, Anu Fox, Omega Zai, Mullock the Generic Brown Wolf, Cypher the Heckmutt, X the Fox, Binary Paws, Fireline Coyote, Trinity Werefox, Lord Headcheese, Biohazard, Code Yax, Dexy Wexy, Fiasco, Tuki Ree, Lieutenant Fox, Calypso Collie the Fluffy Trucker, Mellow Wolf, Doxy, Zoopy the Barcode Kitty, Arceus the Tiny Tiger, Alta Shep, Cypher the Protogen, Meru Snowmew, D Otter, Ski Sharp, Nerd Hoof, Nether Lynx, Frost Wolgon, Jeb M16, Static the Scrap Goat, Taru the Yellow-Nosed Doggo, Cronass, Jax the Husky, Fuzzy the Fox, A Certain Horse, and Gaia Wellen.
Additional support comes from social media. Twitter users, Commander Wolf 3, Casro Fox, Drop Table Foxes, Perp House Deer, Anti-Blue Fox, Goaty Boopers, Onyx Fox 23, BBQ Skunk, Rivik Wolf, John Crescent, Kaz the Dreg, Nate Blueberry 13, Blip Blip, Vel Platagon, Jared Tamanya, Zip Fox, Cyrus SL, Crossy on Twitter at XSSFox, the other Commander Wolf on Twitter at FurWolf99, Brother Rat on Twitter at Ratus Spiritus, Z-Lig on Twitter at Stealthy Dragon, Trashcat Danny at Trash Danny, 12 on Twitter at The Lion Thing, Shua on Twitter at Pulsing Panther, Dakota Winter on Twitter at Dakota Wolf 12, Telegram user, Sorcerer Dale, YouTube channel, Joe G. Bear, and the following websites: macrowolf.com, harihu.com, hack13.me, Superdwarf with antherlinks.net, and Devin D. Partlet with furryhockeyleague.com.
Additional support for FurCast comes from Shisha Sheppy, who's a good boy, Record not found in table Foxes with primary key Dark Fox DK. For head bases and 3D printed goods, commission Tar Paw Studios at Alice Tar on Telegram. Silver Moonshine, maker of fluffy tails. Fisk McTaggart, will draw for food. Find me on Telegram at Fisk Feline. Fayex the Fulf, who says, greetings from sunny South Africa. At Alec Gator 300 on Twitter, creating pixel arts and being a filthy hybrid since 2012. Tantru with World in Rue View, providing fandom news since 2015. Spurigs, one of the only Ethiopian wolf degenerates in all of furry land. Bringing you bite-sized, detailed furry history on YouTube as Scar the Fur. Kilo the Proto-Yote, who says Jessie is the best kitty. Cody Big Cat, you know what they say about lions with big paws. We have big hearts. Light and Shadow the Wolves, keep furry possum. Patty, who says what Socks says is true. Socks, who says what Patty says is not true. So, Socks, have you ever considered maybe that Patty has actually said something true in the last, year? They can't be wrong all the time. No one lies that much. Okay, maybe one person we know lies that much, but maybe give them a second chance. I mean, it's only human. A message from @Grundy the Goat. I hear the train a-comin'. It's rollin' round the bend. For an invite to the unofficial FurCast Minecraft server, message @Sasha Hyena on Telegram. Shaktro, who says, have you heard? I like to raise the stakes. It's unbelievable. KobeCats.com. Take a bite out of art. We know you're hungry, so come get your paws and maws on a delicious piece of burger price start. Raiko's Furry Fortune Telling on Telegram @Obsidian Fox. Saucy Fox, who says, I'm trash, raccoons, HMU. Sheath Studios, making pen and paper role-playing games for the furry fandom at sheathstudios.com. Checkers the Dragon, chess is my safe word. Fishmeister Cod, still not a furry since February 2011. Nightly @snouts.online, who says, I want to see this community grow beyond meets and conventions. Permanent Furry Commune. When? Max Shepard, who has been watching since the Bacon Felony. Little_Sunshine and Scootaloo with the unofficial XBN Xbox app at patreon.com/horseapps. FurCast's #1 wimpy fan, Tyler the Wesky. Shacky, the Maid Lord of Nordic FuzzCon. Visit the Maid Cafe at Nordic FuzzCon in Sweden. Chris Tale on FA, specializing in toonie art. The Church of Issoir, worshipping Lynx since the year Tuft. Skycorp, creating transformative technologies for mature audiences at skycorp.global. Discookie, creating procedural beatmaps for VR rhythm games. Kranos, who says circles are quite friendly and nice actually. They're also cheese. Tekwin, TC Fox, and Kaiwana of the Infosec Den in Wellington, New Zealand. Sylvan Scott, Grey Muzzle, Sorta Rider, and Tabletop Gamer. On for Affinity as Sylvan, with size-related stories and other speculative fiction. Shadowclaw Studios. Check out our Facebook page for links to our gaming streams. The Feline Support Alliance, with a New Year's... You know what? This is like 3 months old. I'm just going to stick one in here. I'm a cat. I should know. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Oldie buddy goodie. Meow, 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 meow. Check-it Airlines. We always land on...
Yeah, about that. Yeah, they might not always be landing on their feet.
Yeah, because of the
whole
COVID-19
thing that's going on,
So what's getting cut?
Well, here, I can give you this. This is our plan so far.
Oh. But isn't that Check-it Airlines' whole thing?
Yeah.
That's okay, so maybe they only sometimes land on their feet. Silvergatomon at patreon.com/silvergatomon. Cheetah Paws for a daily dose of bulgy arts. Support him at patreon.com/cheetahpaws.
And a very special thanks to Blaze Fusky and Decibel Fox. Support for FurCast comes through Patreon, PayPal, cash donations, and from listeners like you. To become a patron and learn more about supporting FurCast, visit furcast.fm/donate.
This is XBN.
This is XBN.
If everything had come true, there'd be nothing left to do. Wander the halls, meet outside ourselves, ring up the night watch to wake up the king's nurse. She could chase us through the kitchen asleep. Our Lord is so neurotic, he's a heartbroken jack. Our Lord is so neurotic, he's a heartbroken. Just like a genius dumb, just like Jesus dumb, just like a knee-jerk dumb. Now you can kick it.
is XBN.
This is FurCast on XBN. We'll be back after just one more minute. a fucking spider on my mic. What the fuck? No, but
He
like
wants to
what?
talk. Let
Oh
him
my god, it's actually trying to make a web between the fucking pop filter and the. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
World
Can you
Wide
give me a
Web.
Can you give me a paper towel?
He's just a web designer.
Yeah, he's web designing. Anyway, what's up, Bull? You're unmuted. How's it going, Bull?
But did we just end the song?
Let me speak.
Did we just stop the song like right there?
No, it ended right there.
Oh, I wasn't even listening.
Yeah.
I had a
I
wonderful
thought we were just
break.
like playing
I had
and
some
then
ice cream, played some Animal Crossing, went fishing, caught an egg, and then my fishing rod broke, so that ruined my entire mood.
Oh, there you go.
your mood.
Well, I was like 2 seconds from grabbing my mic and being like, "Welcome back to FurCast." And I'm like, "What the fuck? There's a spider like just right there." Like, okay.
Yeah, because all spiders go. Woo.
Yeah, they all make that noise. That's how you can find them.
Faye, your
Anyway.
face is so red already. Like it went from like 0 to like whoo.
Oh my god, your persona's growing out of your head. Anyway,
It's a
welcome
weird
back,
hat.
everybody.
Big hat. It's funny.
All right, I will let you jump. Oh, jeez.
The spider is somewhere on the staircase. I tried to take him out the window, but he dropped.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's see. Bull's just like jamming out here over on the video.
Oh
feed.
god, did you just zoom in on me? I can't.
I didn't zoom in on you. I mean, I can.
Oh, okay, good. No, don't.
You sure? You don't want me to zoom in on you?
No, I'm positive. It's perfectly fine.
I was thinking that might be really fun though.
Do it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You can
Do it.
whatever you want. I mean, ultimately, I have no.
Let's see. Let's turn this on, and then let's. Shit, I don't actually know how to do this. Oh, here we go. Scale, size. Here we go. We'll just keep zooming in.
Enhance.
Zoom.
Oh no.
Oh no. Will it not? Hold on.
He's actually smaller than he was.
Micro.
Yeah.
You know what? That works. I like it.
Really? You can't.
We want it. We want to make him more steak, not smaller
I
steak.
can move you around though, but you know, it's whatever. This thing.
We could have Bull Cam in the corner.
We could do that.
So then he can't be. He always is on the screen.
No.
Can you put multiple camera inputs on one?
Yeah, I could. So I could do the switcher. I can do a keyer like this, and then I could just like move them, and there we go.
A paradox.
What I think would be funny is if Maruski wasn't on the show, if my camera was cued.
Oh my god! I don't even have a face anymore.
There you go. We'll just put you in the middle. That definitely won't cause any
paradox.
issues.
Make it like Zoom, where we have each boxes.
I can't do that. I don't have that many keyers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately. What we can do is we can we'll make him a little smaller. I'll move him up. We'll move up a little more. There we go. Yeah,
Wow, I look like a React channel.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it does look like.
I have to react to everything like extreme.
Guys.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we could do? Anyway, Faye, do you have news that you want to jump into?
Maybe.
Well, I figure out where we want to put Bull here. Let's move him over here.
Let's move him.
Move. We're gonna move him.
Move. The same pun you made like half an hour.
You keep pressing. You keep letting go too early, so it always cuts you off.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure not to do that this time.
Yeah, there we go.
I kind of wanted to say it like the entire show because I was like, "Hey,
I think the graphic will cover you up. Shit, it will. Move you up a little more. Oops, not that.
I'm gonna make the same joke. He's gonna move him.
I'm moving you around.
That's a really funny pun.
I know.
The
third time it's gonna happen, it's
Where'd
gonna be better.
Where'd you come up with that?
Yeah, I feel like you've never heard that pun before, Bull.
Nope.
No, never. I've never heard that one.
You never
before. It's
heard
a
it
really
before.
good
I never
original-
heard.
Oh
On a roll today. Oh, it's so good.
I hate it. On a roll,
Yeah.
like roast.
Yeah.
Get it? Because you put it on a roll.
Yeah.
We're on a bail today.
It was intentionally weak. It was intentional.
Yeah. So that's the thing that people don't realize. Is like it's on purpose. There we go. Make that border a little thinner. Anyway, all right, Faye, I will let you jump into news. I have
Literally jump.
Yeah, jump. Get down and jump. Down, down, down. The left top. People are saying left top.
Yeah, but then it's gonna cover up paradoxes. Oh
yeah.
no.
No, it won't. Wait.
No.
No, that'll
There you
work
go.
out good. All right, we figured out where to put you, Bill.
I'm pretty good on top.
No, you're not.
It's the only time you'll ever be there.
No, it's not. I mean, that's what I'm.
All right. Anyway,
I don't like having Bull as my body.
You don't like having Bull as your body? I'll move him. I'll work on moving him. Don't worry.
As your body, I haven't seen what it looks like yet.
Here. There we go.
Wait, now put him over my head.
Put him over your head?
Yeah, just for a second.
Okay.
I can see none of this.
Yeah, you'll see it later.
Look at me, I'm moving.
Moving?
I'm moving.
Anyway, news.
Because you did it to yourself. You don't even know what's going on.
No, I have no clue what's happening.
Don't worry about it.
Am I like covering like Faye's nipples or something?
I like how you went straight
like
for
a
the nipples, because
censored
that's what he was doing. No,
Really?
you were covering his face and he was playing with his nipples.
Yeah.
So it looked like you were playing with
your nipples.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, hold on.
I mean, you're not there anymore.
Yeah, you're not there anymore. We
moved you.
We moved you over.
No, I mean, if we wanted to do it again, like you'd have to get closer to your camera, so like it's only like your head in shot.
This is a lot of work for a visual gag on a podcast.
I know it is. That's what we try here.
I saved a preset so I can easily move it over.
We
again.
try hard.
There we go.
I'm trying to hit my push to talk.
Whoa!
There we go.
Whoa!
No, honestly, I didn't know what was going on. What are you doing?
Why are you strobing?
You had yourself muted.
So
Use the
basically
push to talk.
what's happening is I have my push to talk mapped to left control. So I was like, oh, maybe I can use my mouse button because that's also mapped to control, but it's also mapped to switching the tabs. So it was switching between all my tabs rapidly.
Oh, I get it. I see what you're saying.
So I can talk, but I've got like a strobe light going on.
There you go.
I'm ready.
All right, go ahead.
Pennsylvania's graffiti highway is now buried after the coronavirus drawing influx of crowds. It's sad. There's a video of it too. An abandoned stretch of roadway that snakes through the mountainous region of Pennsylvania known as Graffiti Highway is now being completely covered in dirt after reported spikes of crowds during the coronavirus pandemic. Pennsylvania State Route 61 has been closed since 1993 due to the damage from an underground mine fire in the nearby town of Centralia, Pennsylvania, around 60 miles northeast of the state capital of Harrisburg. That's what Silent Hill is based off of, this town.
Yeah. This is what the road looked like, by the way.
I have fursuit pictures there, so.
Yeah.
The pavement on the roadway eventually was covered with graffiti, which became known as a tourist attraction. In recent weeks, through the coronavirus pandemic sweeping through the nation, closing schools and forcing people out of work and home, officials in Pennsylvania said there has been a spike in visitors to the actual highway. Schuylkill County local news website Skook News reported on Monday that hundreds have visited the Centralia area site, drawing emergency personnel to various incidents. It's ridiculous, Tom Hanuski said, Centralia's secretary, fire chief, and emergency management agency director and mayor. He's everything.
He's everything.
Because there's only there's only 5 people left in the town.
Right.
But I love how he's fire chief, secretary, emergency management agency director, mayor, told the Daily Title. Oh my God, it's crazy. They're supposed to be staying home due to the COVID-19, but they're coming from New York, New Jersey to be here. The group's proved to be the last straw for the property owner, Pagnotti Enterprises, which purchased the property from Pennsylvania's Department of Transportation in 2018, according to the Daily Item. The landowner hired Fox Coal Company to haul dirt to cover the graffiti highway.
Damn it, you could have done that in fursuit.
After people trespassed, it became a liability, according to the Vincent Gona, the company's president. I think a few weeks ago, there was a fire there. People just starting fires, Gona told WNEP TV. They're doing a lot of damage to the community there, and it's time this ends right now. Gona said that it should take between 3 to 4 days to completely cover the entire roadway with dirt. We'll bring in approximately 400 loads of material, and then we'll level it off, and then we'll probably plant it, in hopes that there'll be trees and grass growing there eventually, someday, he told WNEP TV. The Pennsylvania Department of Environment Protection has warned that Centralia's mine fire area is still extremely dangerous. Walking and or driving in the immediate area could result in some serious injury or death, according to the agency. There are dangerous gases present, and the ground is prone to sudden and unexpected collapses. The history of the roadway has been a source of fascination for decades. A raging fire was sparked beneath the town and the 2,700 residents in May of 1962. The municipal employees tried to burn trash at the garbage dump and ignited exposed coal seam. Decades later, the fire is still burning, and the former coal mining municipality is considered a notable American ghost town. In the years since the initial blaze, extreme heat opened fissures that leaked dangerous levels of smoke and carbon monoxide, forcing the government to issue an evacuation order in 1981. But even after its 1 mile stretch of Route 61 closed, the roadway continued to draw in tourists to look at the fissures. Keep in mind, when we were there, there's no gases leaking up. There's no anything leaking up on the highway. The town is actually further away. It's just an abandoned stretch of highway.
So it was just a road that like led to and from the town, basically.
Well, no, it was underneath the highway. Some of the fires burned the coal deposits and then collapsed some of it.
Okay.
Like there was like veins of coal.
Right. I see what you're saying.
The highway became completely unusable in certain parts, and instead of trying to actually refill it, they just made another highway. Literally, like it's like not even 80, 90 feet away from it.
Right.
There's pictures on the site, actually, so if you would pull it up.
Okay.
It's actually really cool.
All right, I'll work on it.
Reactions poured on Twitter to the news of the highway's burial. Thanks to the stupidity of several hundred people who came here during the pandemic, Graffiti Highway is now going to be gone forever, one user wrote. Another person shared RIP to the Graffiti Highway in Centralia.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, they're dumping the stuff on it. Yeah, that's what it looked like where the road is all split up. Thanks, random auto-playing video.
Look at, there's the, okay, go back up a little. That's the abandoned highway right there.
This is the abandoned one?
Yeah.
And then this is the new one?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
And look at that.
Damn. That is nuts, though. I mean, I kind of see why they had to shut it down, but at the same time, like, it just sucks that they have to ruin the art piece.
Yeah.
You know, I wish there was another way around that.
Ripping it up and filling it in because hundreds of tourists kept congregating there over the weekend instead of staying home, she wrote. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf last week announced that schools statewide remain shut down for notice, stay-at-home orders until April 30th to deal with the growing virus. And time 250 deaths in Pennsylvania at the time of the article.
Well, there we go.
I want to like kickfund like after the pandemic's over. I just want to kickstart a bunch of people to go there with plows and unplow the entire highway and like clean it all off.
Yeah.
I mean, why are they not taking advantage of this? They could easily turn it into a tourist spot.
It's been
after the COVID is over.
It's been a tourist spot. Who knows? Because some company probably bought the property and they want to try to make it into something when they can't actually build on it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Probably never gonna find out. But
like, I wish I had millions of dollars because that's one of those like side projects. I would love to like go there in the middle of the night, completely undo it, and then repave it. So like in the middle of the night, there'd be like a brand new highway, still with like the fallen out sections.
Yeah.
But it's like all new asphalt, like a clean slate.
Yeah. All right. God, I see the article that you put in Furry Fandom, and I don't know if we want to. I don't know if I can handle that one.
Oh dear.
We talked about it. We didn't even talk about it.
That's a rough one.
We didn't even talk about it last show.
We didn't.
And now
Is it what I think it is?
Yeah, but actual news articles went far with the furry shit.
But I don't wanna.
Yeah, it's bad.
But I don't wanna. Oh, that one.
It is fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know, chat. Would you rather us read stupid news, or would you rather us read something that's furry relevant, but is really, really going to be
the furry murders
hard to listen to?
The furry murderers.
You don't know? Just look it up on not YouTube, on Twitter.
I think we should at least
on YouTube.
Just
look up the murders. Look up murders on YouTube.
Look it up. Don't.
I think we should still read it. It's like the most relevant furry news that there's been in a long while.
Yeah, but it's sad.
Yeah, it's also really terrible though. So I don't know.
Yeah, but it also teaches like to watch out from just grinder
We don't
hookups.
need more things that's gonna bring our moods down.
Yeah. Everybody at the chat room is saying stupid news. Stupid news.
Thank you.
Yeah. The stupid news.
I still think we
please.
should read it towards the end of the show. Like, you
Yeah,
can't just avoid it.
Maybe at the end we can read it.
At the end, and so I can leave.
Yeah. I don't know. Could do like a little straw. Yeah, the chat room is pretty much, as far as I can tell, they're overwhelmingly saying stupid news. So let's do stupid news first, and then we
Also,
can.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people like know about the situation.
Yeah. Well, you'd be surprised, Bull.
Yeah, you would be.
You'd be surprised. I had people message me the other week that are like, "Hey, so like, are you gonna be at FE?" And I'm like, "Ha!" I'm like, "Ha, good one." And then they were just like, "Well, why not?" And I'm like, "Cause FE's canceled." They're like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Are you
really?"
I'm like, "Are you joking?" And he was like, "Yeah, like why is FE canceled?" And I'm like, "Have you been to like any news website in the past, I don't know, month?" And he was like, no, sorry, not really." And I was like, really? Like, I like would not believe this person. And then finally I was just like, just go to npr.org right now. Or like BBC, I forget what I told him. And he was like, oh, wow, that's interesting. So does this mean FE is canceled? Yeah, it means FE is canceled.
No, at Bull, like
it's like the entire fucking global pandemic. You think it was just like, so you'd be surprised, Bull. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago we got the breaking news of the actual story hitting us. Like, so I actually had all the information in the document. Like, literally, like probably an hour after it happened, we're like, yeah, that's a lot of breaking news. We're gonna wait. We gotta see what's happening with this one. And then we didn't even talk about it last week.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, okay. It was literally as the show was ending 2 weeks ago. I got flooded with like all the information. Like, you guys know there's a murder that just happened? Furries are murderers? I'm like, wait, what?
And they were obviously not good people. Not anybody that we would.
But apparently everyone who was friends with them said they were good people.
Well, yeah, it's complicated, but
yeah.
Anyway, all right. So why don't we?
Paradox, don't murder anyone. Like, just no one in this house. No one like murder anyone.
I don't think Paradox could, because
I could not.
You are too like.
I can't even watch a horror movie.
I know. I was gonna say you don't like gore at all.
Well, no.
And death.
I don't mind gore. I don't mind blood. I mind cynicism. And I mind anything that is overly negative in perspective or in intention. I don't like when there's a shitty character that doesn't get any better. And for that reason, that's one of the reasons I can't watch a lot of horror stuff, because I'm not saying I like happy endings, right?
Because those fucking blonde Debbies, they never get any better.
Some of my favorite movies, like, end in tragedy. I don't mind a tragedy. I just mind horror. And cynicism.
Did you ever watch It Follows, the sexually transmitted demon?
No.
What?
No, I did not.
There's a horror movie. It's called It Follows, and it literally is a sexually transmitted demon.
It actually is.
Does it multiply or does it go from one person to
So
another?
It's gonna kill you as soon as you.
I'll explain it much better. So the whole point is there is this being, they don't explain it because they don't have to, that will follow you, and the only way to get rid of it is to have sex with somebody, because then you're transmitting whatever it is to the next person.
To kill them.
But the trick is, if
People
they
make up the craziest shit.
But once it kills that
once
person,
it kills the person, then it
you've had
goes to
sex
the
with.
next the person before them. So it just keeps going down the list. And the whole thing is, whatever it is, I can't call it because it's not like it, the clown. It takes
sexually transmitted demon. Just call it a demon. It's just
whatever. Because it's not even a demon. It's just
it's
whatever
basically
it is.
a demon.
Can look and be anything. So it could be a person that you know. It could be a person that you don't know.
But it's usually naked.
No, it was only naked the one time.
The old lady.
It can be. It can be naked. Doesn't mean it has to be.
Wait, but doesn't it live in you?
No. It follows you. It walks. It's not actually a sexually transmitted disease.
It's a sexually transmitted demon, pretty much.
It's basically it's trying to hunt you.
It follows you everywhere. So
Yes.
wait, when you're
That's why it's called It Follows.
Yeah, the movie is called
But
It
when you're
Follows.
having sex,
It's still
just
trying to hunt
chilling
you.
there in the corner.
No, it's still following you.
But think of anyone that you have sex with. If the demon's already following you, anyone that you had sex with, it's gonna kill them.
It's not
unless they have sex with someone.
It's not.
So you have to keep delaying one person.
It's not necessarily moving fast because it walks. So the whole point is it's like an unstoppable walking force trying to kill you.
Does it tempt people to have sex?
No.
It doesn't talk.
It's just gonna kill you.
It just tries to get to you and kill you.
But it only walks.
Oh.
So
It doesn't
if
talk,
you
it
drive
has-
your car down the road 100 miles, it has to walk those 100 miles to get to you. So as long as you keep moving,
but it will still find you no matter what. You can and the main character did run away as far as she could.
Do we have anything else stupid to talk about?
It's just I actually really like the movie.
It was the only horror movie that actually got to me. That was I didn't
love
like it. I didn't like it.
Wait,
It bothered me.
As long as you keep having sex.
No, because if you have sex once, then the next person that person has it.
But if that
you don't
person
have
has-
it anymore.
Oh.
But
if
you're
that
still
person
on
has-
the list
Oh,
because if
okay.
that person dies, you're next.
Right.
So if that person has sex with another person, then it transfers to them.
Yes.
And if that person has sex with someone, then it transfers to them. So now you're
But-
6 people down the list.
I have an idea. Go fly to Australia.
You could.
While the demon is in America.
Yes.
But it doesn't. It only is presumed that it's walking. It might actually already be in Australia.
No, because they were.
It never says it. They don't explain it. That's the whole point.
Basically, it will catch up to you eventually.
Yeah.
So
no matter what you do,
how long it
it's gonna
takes
catch up
for
to you.
something to walk at a 20-mile-an-hour pace to Australia.
Wait, what thing walks at a 20-mile-an-hour
It's a
pace?
demon, okay?
Okay.
But you said it walked.
Let's divide 8,000 kilometers by walking pace 4 kilometers. So you're looking at 2,000 hours, which is 2,000 hours, about 100 days. So if you fly to Australia,
it's not perfect. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
the whole point is it's just going to get to you. So that's the point.
Okay.
But
and that's what the horror movie. So if you're like, oh, I'm going to get on the airplane, and you're going to wait your sweet time to get on the airplane, it will probably be there.
No, 'cause it was always following because that's how
It
they
will
got
follow
away.
you. Yeah, it might. But guess what? It might find its way on the plane, and then you're stuck with it on a plane with you. It's a horror movie. It's supposed to
You
be.
have to know where it is first, and then fly to the airport and make sure
You
that
have to try to
you have to
figure
get
out
through
who it
airport
is.
security fast enough so that it can't get on the plane with you. Then you'll be okay.
This sounds more like a horror comedy.
It's not.
No, it's
There's
actually
no
creepy.
comedy in it at
It
all.
very well could have been, and I don't see why it wasn't.
Because it went for more serious, and the whole point was
I don't like it. It gave me anxiety.
that's the point. It's way more of an anxiety film than anything else because
Imagine if I was gonna walk to you, Bull, and no matter what, I was still gonna catch up to you, but I was always behind you, and you turn around.
Like that.
Exactly.
the thing is you have to pay attention because throughout the movie, whatever it is always somewhere. It might
Pursuing
be
to kill someone.
So there's a lot of scenes where they're at a party, and then you have to try to find where is it. Where is the double? Because it can copy somebody who's already at the party. Oh, so it can be you see a girl twice, and you're like, that's her, or that's it, or you see an old lady in the newspaper, and then it's an old lady later, Or like you're looking out in a field and you just see one character looking at the camera, just like making
But they're
direct
always
eye
walking.
contact.
They never. Or they,
No, the old lady can stand still. She did stand still. When she was in the field, she definitely was standing still. Now, does she walk like right after? Yes. Is it still moving for you? Oh, yes.
But she was butt-ass naked in the very beginning, too.
Oh, no, she was. Yeah. There's also a lot of saggy.
The monsters all often naked.
Not
That's
often.
the scariest part. A lot of saggy.
They can be naked.
So just imagine someone just naked walking at you, like across a field, like just staring you down.
No.
It's not always because the
So
whole
like,
point
that's why it's so
is
creepy.
it's trying to blend
just some
in, and that's the
just
other
some
point. It's
naked,
not
saggy
actually
old
always
woman.
naked. You're just dwelling on the old naked lady because she was the first one and she was scared.
All right. Anyway,
So if anyone who's not watched It Follows,
watch it.
Watch it.
It's fun. I actually really like it.
Sounds like a movie I have no interest in.
You should watch it. You should at least see it. Like,
No, it'd be a waste of my time.
I feel like you would appreciate more than other horror movies.
There is some gore in it, but
I don't care.
But I don't think you would like it.
I have nothing to gain from this.
Well, you have nothing to gain from anything. You yelled at me about checks, and what do you have to gain from that?
That's like our friendship.
Yeah, but what is there to gain? I'm not going to stop using checks.
Wait, are you asking what's to gain out of friendship? What's to gain out of the joy of friendship? Is that what you want me to talk about?
What's the point?
What's the point
Why
of
are we
anything?
doing this?
It's like, I love that. It's just
No,
like,
what's the point of yelling at me?
Because you're my friend. Well, what's the point?
Everything's just atoms.
More, what's the point?
Listen,
of yelling
I
at me?
love absurdism, which is not the same as absurdist humor, by the way. I love absurdism, but I'm not that like not going to be friends with somebody.
well, there's also like the moral dilemma of the actual movie too, which is like you have to knowingly kill someone by having sex with them.
Oh yeah, that's the actual like part that I don't like.
Is this like a shitty implementation of the trolley problem?
Kind of.
Weirdly.
What's the trolley problem?
The trolley that
we have the game downstairs. Don't worry.
You have
the trolley problem is the
just
famous.
look it up. Look it up.
It's the yeah.
Who's like who gets run over?
Do you kill like the one person that you love the most, or 5 people that you don't care about?
See, but if you went to an orgy and you all had sex at the orgy, and you made sure you didn't have sex with the next person twice, it'd kind of be like a Russian roulette, and you might be 7 people down. So,
yeah, but the whole thing is if you don't tell them, they're just going to die like fast.
Well, that's why you fly to another country like Germany, and then you have the orgy.
She did have an orgy too on that boat. She fucked like all those guys. And yeah,
But those guys didn't have to fuck other people.
but they all died.
To, like, keep it going further.
They all died.
Well, yeah, because she didn't fly that far. Like, you need to go. You can't just go in your hometown and fuck a bunch of guys when the
people
demon's
can't-
already in your hometown.
Most people can't
because it's gonna kill them all.
Most people can't just be like, I want to go fly to Australia. Let's go buy it right now.
Okay, if I know there's a fucking demon coming to kill
Why are
me,
you yelling
I'm going
at
to
me?
fly to Australia and then fuck in an orgy. Okay?
Why are you yelling at me? I'm not arguing.
I'm just saying, in the circumstances that they know, you're like, well, you don't really want to fly to another country.
Most people can't because like if you don't have money.
That sentence out of context, by the way, is so funny because you said if I knew there was a demon, I would fly to Australia. Like not a sex demon, but just any demon. I'm flying to Australia.
Because if you can live in Australia, you can fight demons. Pretty much. That's what I'm just getting at right there. Because
mean, that's what
everything's
they do
trying to
on the
kill you in
daily.
Australia. They got fires like hell, which I've now finally calmed down.
But you can't fight the demon thing.
Well, they did kind of fight the demon.
It didn't do anything. Yet they shot it like 18 times and Jill just got up and kept on going. That's the point.
It follows.
Yes. It's a fun movie. I'm okay with it.
It's probably one of the only movies that actually creep me out, and I don't like it.
I liked it.
I like it, but I don't like it. Like, I like it because it's good, but I don't like it because it, like, bothered me.
All right.
What's next on the list? Paradox?
This wasn't even on the list.
I love.
I liked the movie.
I like
It was
the
a
idea
good
of like.
movie.
I just imagine we have a list that's just like things to yell at each other about,
And it's not
and that's
there,
just
but we
like
write
one of the
it as
bullet
it
points.
happens.
Yeah.
Bull, can you, like, watch It Follows and then give a review on it?
A full review? Do you
Yeah.
want like a fully
I
submitted
want
release on my
a
project?
submitted review. I want you to watch It Follows and then give us a review.
Okay, I'll see. Is it on Netflix?
I don't know.
I don't think so. It's
Let's
probably
see.
new. if you can watch it right now as the show is going on and just have your reaction.
Oh yeah, because that totally won't get us a takedown.
No, I meant like you can watch it with the sound on his computer.
Okay.
And we just have his reactions.
All right.
At least it's not teeth. You know, about the teeth in the vagina.
Wait, what are you saying about I don't like that.
You've never seen teeth?
I don't want to. I have actively avoided this.
That movie?
I too don't want to see teeth, but
I don't like teeth in general. Like teeth in any context when they're not like
But
in
hey,
a smile.
Bull,
I don't want.
will you save me and read an article or something?
The budget was only $2
Yeah.
million for It Follows.
yeah.
Because basically it's just someone walking naked half the movie to like, chase down people.
Are there any that you want me to read?
I don't know.
Have some teeth.
I put a bunch of stuff in the article, so I mean anyone else can read an article.
The one under the first one under.
I got one for Disney too for Nico.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What did you say, Paradox?
The first one under stupid is good, and there is a Disney one.
I got dibs on the Disney one.
You got dibs.
Okay,
you want to do it now?
I'll do the first one on
I have
stupid.
to find
I'll do
it.
the
Give me
first
a
one
sec.
on stupid.
All right, go ahead, Bull.
Turn on dark mode so my face isn't killing people's eyes.
Actually, you look better with it light. It looks better with a little bit of.
Really? It looks
Yeah.
better?
Yeah, a
Okay.
little. Yeah, it looks better.
You'll look whiter.
I would hope for it to be in between.
Yeah, you're a white cow. You know, you're not one of those chocolate milk brown cows.
No, I'm a dark cow. I'm like a nice dark gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
I'm not white cow. What?
Anyway, you can't hear it, but you have music, so.
Oh,
Nico got
okay.
excited about the
I'm
Disney
assuming
I
article.
did actually because I
Nico
wrote-
got really excited
I
about the
wanna
Disney
make
article. I knew he would.
I want it.
Anyway, go ahead, Bull.
All right. Truck stuffed with toilet paper catches fire on Texas interstate. A tractor trailer hauling toilet paper crashed and caught fire near Dallas early Wednesday, spilling the hot commodity all over an interstate.
Hot
Hot commodity. Ooh. That's a good show title. Hot commodity.
Hot commodity.
That's a good badge name, too.
The fact that it happened now of all times, it's just,
That's good.
They're just
Hutchins,
someone on their
Texas.
knees,
Oh.
down, like just screaming, "No!"
The driver.
Why,
the driver's
God?
Like on the roadside, on his knees, hands up, looking up to the sky, seeing all the little bits of toilet paper go up in the blaze.
Why?
And then there's one piece of toilet paper that lands on the road and the explosion is rolling down the road and they're like, get it! And they have to run and they're like, no! And then it just rolls off the road and then just bursts into flames.
It rolls off into the ditch, into the little stream on the side of the road.
Oh my God.
No, I imagine it just starts to downpour. So it's rolling on the street, we still got it, and it's just
Oh, there's little shreds raining from the sky.
Yeah. Oh my God.
All right. Hutchins, Texas. Parentheses AP. I don't know what that means.
Associated
A tractor
Press.
trailer. Oh, got it. Okay. A tractor trailer hauling toilet paper crashed and caught fire near Dallas early Wednesday, spilling the hot commodity all over an interstate. The fire shut down westbound lanes of Interstate 20 near Interstate 45 in Hutchins, the Texas Department of Transportation said. The driver of the truck is okay, officials said. But that's not what people care
Yeah,
about.
we're not worried about the driver here.
What about the toilet paper?
I don't give a shit.
You can't give a shit now.
Yeah, because we gotta use the old hand. Take the hand, give it a nice. I mean, I don't know.
Use your sock before you use your hand. Hand is a last
Your
resort.
sock?
Yes.
Well, see, here's the thing.
I would
Here's
use my hand
logic,
first because
okay?
I would be able to wash my
I would
hand.
use my hand. Yeah, I was about to say I would use my hand first.
Just
because
wash it for 20 minutes after, though.
No, if
You give it a
if you're in a
nice good
stall or
wash.
something, in a rest stop or something.
If you're in a rest stop, you just shout for somebody to be like, hey.
Who's gonna? If you're gonna
there's
shout in a
if-
rest stop bathroom and someone's gonna come help you.
If there's nobody there, then why would I
what
care?
rest stop bathroom are you gonna be?
I'll
in
use my
at
hand and
this
I'll just watch it because there's no one there to witness it.
I just imagine there's a bunch of people waiting in a restroom, oh come on, and then some person goes, guys, there's a truck coming down the road. We're gonna get toilet paper soon, and then all of a sudden
it's the delivery
and then some person has to run to the bathroom and goes, guys, the truck just exploded, and then everybody in the bathroom is like, no.
How could this happen to me? Made
You know how
my
you just said you're fine,
mistakes.
but you're not really fine.
Life goes on and I'm drifting away.
Who can say where the road goes? Where the day goes? Only time.
In the arms of an angel.
Yeah, it's just all the generic songs.
Fly away.
You guys are all like just a little flat, and it's like impressive that you're singing that much.
Well,
but I'm
sing
also
us a tune, Nico. Sing us a tune.
Sing us a song. You're the piano man.
No one was just singing that. The toilet's on fire. Like, toilet paper's on fire. We're not singing that song.
I don't know the words.
Anyway, go ahead, Bull.
Flames, oh, the flames, they get higher. All ring
The
of
toilet
fire.
paper, the toilet paper appeared to be large rolls typically used in stores, restaurants, and other businesses.
Oh, the
Texas Department
shitty
of
kind.
Transportation officials-
Who cares?
That shitty
Nobody gives a
kind.
shit anymore.
No, this was before they were the shitty kind. They were about to be the shitty.
Yeah, get it, guys? The shitty kind?
Get it?
All toilet paper is shitty kind.
No,
That's what-
but the restaurant ones are like the one that feels like sandpaper.
No, they're just single ply.
Maruski, when was the last time you rubbed sandpaper on your ass? Because it doesn't feel like that.
Never, but I've felt
okay,
something
no.
equivalent to it. You know,
No.
any
The most
restaurant,
you'd feel
school.
is with that toilet paper is it would rip and you would feel your fingers going up there. That's the most you'd feel.
You will
not
see the
sandpaper.
eyes of God.
Now, if you really want to get bold, use a Lysol wipe.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
When I was
I feel like that
younger,
would
I thought
sting.
using alcohol swabs
oh no.
would make my ass clean, and I use like alcohol gels. It's like, oh, that's how I get clean, right? It burned.
There's the Bull's computer. Dumbass.
I mean, I agree with Bull.
I mean, it
I
made
thought
it
that was a
clean.
No,
but, like,
Lysol
what
wipes are just
cost?
challenge mode.
No revives.
No. It's like in a difficulty scale when it starts to like turn into words like hot.
Hot.
Hot, extra spicy. Texas Department of Transportation officials said the load of toilet paper, quote unquote, burned extensively, according to Dallas TV station WFAA. Toilet paper has been in high demand amid the coronavirus pandemic. Producers ramped up production and shipping operations to resupply stores wiped out by consumers buying toilet paper and paper towels in bulk.
Imagine working at the
That's
toilet.
That's all there is to the article, but just the fact that they were trying to roll it out, make it better, free ship this, to all the places that are really needing it.
Nico Bell. He said, "Roll it out."
Oh my god, I didn't even notice. Yeah, that's it for the article.
All right. And then, Nico, you got the Disney
I
one?
do. And I'm doing what this is. Like, I hope you know, like, next time I go shopping. Disney releases famous dessert recipe for the first time, and it's really easy.
Wait, dessert? Oh, the Dole Whip?
The Dole Whip.
What's the Dole Whip?
It's a Dole Whip. We're gonna
You
find.
know what Dole Whip is?
You're gonna
I've
find
never
out.
had it, but I know about it. It's iconic.
It is iconic. If you have ever been to Disneyland, there's a good chance you've enjoyed the delicious treat that is a Dole Whip. Dole Whip is Disney's official frozen dessert that is only served at the theme parks and resorts, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom. It was first introduced in 1986 at the Enchanted Tiki Room in Adventureland in Disneyland, and has been loved ever since. But if you haven't had a chance to taste one, now is your time, as Disney released the recipe for the first time ever. And it's a lot easier than you might expect. It's gorgeous. It looks like soft serve, but it's not.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll go over what the recipe is, don't you worry. I had to look it up too. The recipe is super simple to follow.
Oh, you're reading the Mirror one?
What one did you want?
I posted the Mirror one, which was the original one, but then I got the one from Fox because it's the Mirror, and it's just like, it's the Mirror.
Bitch,
Yeah.
I don't care.
The Mirror is like just as bad as the Daily Mail.
Fine, I'll go switch it up.
It doesn't matter that
No,
much.
I closed out of it. I'm going to grab the other one because apparently I got to do it because you pulled it out of after.
What was that, Bull?
I said, how dare you read from the site we don't like despite it being the same information.
Today is Bash on Nico Day.
Well, I put not the mirror link,
sorry,
but
Nico,
I
and I'm
noted.
not even the one doing it.
Disney shares Dole Whip recipe while theme parks remain closed. Lake Buena Vista, Fla. I'm not going to pronounce
Fla.
While its theme parks remain closed to the public due to the coronavirus pandemic, Disney has started sharing their recipe for some of their most popular snacks.
Oh my God, they shared the recipe for churros. Can you read that one next?
Churros are much harder to make.
I know, but I love churros.
Of course you do. It's cinnamon and sugar.
I know.
That's all it is. It's like a cinnamon sugar donut tube.
I'm like a crack addict when it comes to like cinnamon.
I know you are. After the Disney parks recently posted their recipe for churros, many fans made the request they wanted to know how to make the famous Dole Whip. So it's Dole like the company Dole. Dole Whip.
Like the banana?
Yeah, because that's what's in it. The frozen pineapple treat can usually be found in Magic Kingdom's Adventureland, though many copycat recipes can be found online. Disney has never shared their own version until now. On both the Walt Disney World and Disneyland park apps, users could watch several slides that give the steps to recreate the refreshing tropical treat. The recipe, which is enough for a single serving, calls for the following ingredients: 1 big scoop of ice cream, this is wrong, 4 ounces of pineapple juice, and 2 cups of frozen pineapple. I know this is wrong because I actually looked it up on the Dole website. So,
well, is the Dole website the same as the Disney one?
It's called a Dole Whip.
Yeah.
Dole made it.
I'm sure they have a different one, but Disney
But Dole made it.
Yes, but Disney Disneyfies everything.
I think that Disney probably uses it to advertise Dole, but it probably is their recipe, like that they sell.
I would say it's probably Dole. And then Disney just has their own.
So, like, make both recipes. Maybe, like, try the both one.
We will see how bored I get.
So maybe the Dole one doesn't taste like Disneyland.
The recipe says to add the ingredients to a blender, which we don't have, and
what do you
blend.
mean we don't have?
We don't have a blend, like an actual blender. We have like a hand blender thing.
The Ninja?
Are you
the $300 blender? That
you know the blender that he makes like every freaking
all the mixed drinks that you're drinking out of? Yeah, the one
I don't know where
grinds
you
up
put that.
It's on the counter in the kitchen.
Blender. It's always
It's like
there.
a $400 blender.
It's massive.
Well, we will try it.
We don't have a blender.
Today is a Bash on Nico Day.
Guys, we don't have a blender.
But how many drinks? You've asked me to mix drinks for you.
I'm usually drunk at that point. You can't blame drunk Nico.
You've literally asked me to make you blended
I'm usually
drinks.
drinking right after. How drunk do I get? I usually get pretty damn drunk. I don't remember things.
I just like Bash on Nico. I was like, wait, you've literally asked me to make you blended drinks.
I'm not like Bull. I admit when I'm drunk.
I wasn't drunk. You always bring this up. I wasn't that
until you admit that you were drunk that night, because you were.
I wasn't. I was drunk, but
I was
wasn't
drunk.
You were very drunk. You weren't blackout. No, not quite that. You weren't that drunk, but you were definitely
That's
very
what
drunk.
I said. I was not.
You were
that
still
drunk.
very drunk.
No, I wasn't.
You were at least 1 or 2 steps beyond what you thought you were.
I definitely was not.
Not arguing.
I wasn't.
While it's not clear if this is the
This is why we need house security cameras.
I'm trying to read.
Paradox, how many times have I told you we need house security
because
cameras?
There's too many people that walk around naked, and we don't need that.
Want to keep track of the drunk people?
When people say I wasn't that drunk, we go, okay, let's check the security footage.
It would be fun if, like, at the end of the year, you
There's a lot of footage that I don't want to see.
Just the
drunk footage.
The collaboration of the house,
like a drunk collab.
Yeah,
like just all the
with the yakety sax.
Okay, essentially, they gave out the Dole Whip recipe. The actual recipe from Dole, like the company, is 1 cup pineapple juice, frozen in an ice cube tray, 1 Dole banana, peeled and frozen. Just use a banana. Doesn't give a shit. 2.5 teaspoons of powdered sugar, 1/4 or 1/2 cup unsweetened coconut milk. Okay? And then you mix it all together and it makes it. That one I trust. Because they're actually giving me, like, measurements. Not put in some ice cream, put in some pineapple juice, put in a banana.
What's this?
This is the only difference is it's coconut milk.
But I guess the thing is, does the Dole Whip taste like bananas?
It tastes like pineapple and banana.
But is that what the Disney one
that's
tastes
probably
like?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It does.
Because
it tastes
I
tropical.
can't say for sure because I've never had it.
I have. It tastes like tropical.
Well, I guess you have to make both, and then we'll test it.
We will try it out. I'm sure it'll taste really good as,
I'm sure they both taste really good
as mixed drinks.
Can you read the churros one now?
Fuck, I don't want to. No. Because I don't like the Disneyland churros as much.
I don't care if you don't like them. Give the recipe.
I'll be right back. I'm getting water.
All right.
How dare you?
See you, Bull.
Bye forever. Oh, it's like legit the recipe. From the Disney Parks blog, Magical Moments. Oh, those are like good churros though.
Well, yeah, it's Disney.
Do we have a churro baking off and see if we can make the best churros in this house? I feel like I won the brownies.
How do you shape
You did
churros?
not. Didn't you just make box brownies?
Remember when everyone else made box brownies in this house?
My box brownies were fine. Also, they're box brownies. I made real brownies and those were gone.
I didn't even eat that many.
Okay, you were at work.
I know. But you always blame me for eating all of your brownies or something.
You do. Usually. The one time when I made brownies when you were at work, when you didn't have work in that month-ish period, like 2-month, 3-month-ish period, like I left them home. I had like one, and then I came home, and then there was like all but like one row, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take one for work. So I took one for work, and I came back and I was like, shoo. I blamed you because you were home.
So I get blamed for shit, Nikki.
And
this is why we need security footage.
You can deny it as much as you want, but
this is why we need security footage, because then you could actually know who ate your brownies instead of blaming me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I wasn't even like holding a grudge on that one. My really fudgy
Says
brownies.
the person that makes brownies next time, he goes, "Oh yeah, Pharaoh, don't eat them all this time."
And you didn't.
Because I didn't eat them all the first time.
I don't hold grudges to the point where like I'm gonna like hate you forever. I'm more of a hold a grudge and like I will never forget it, but I will bitch you out for it in a casual nagging way. Because I will casually nag about it forever.
This is why we need security footage in the house.
No.
I understand, but I don't know if this is a good reason.
We could have one in the kitchen. I don't care if we get people like drinking out of the milk carton naked in the middle of the night on the security footage. That's not what we need it for. We need it just specifically for these types of incidents.
No. Because I don't want to see you guys like watching me sleepwalk. That would be so bad.
Do you do it that often?
Probably.
Really?
Well, we won't know until we put up the security cameras.
I know when I had a roommate like in my room, like in college, I sleepwalked like at least once a month. So I definitely have sleptwalked around.
Bull, I gotta ask, how's your pizza?
Pretty okay. I didn't
It's
even
not
know they got
delivery, it's
pizza.
DiGiorno.
I walked out and they were like, "Hey, we got pizza," and I was like,
Looks like DiGiorno.
"Okay." No, it's Domino's.
Ew.
Wait,
I had
Yeah, I'm
Domino's
not the
only
biggest
while
fan,
drunk.
but it's free pizza.
Yeah.
I had Domino's while drunk and that's it.
Like,
It was like
free
AC.
Domino's pizza is still pushing it. It's like, oh, this pizza's
Cody.
free, but
Wait. Where do we even have a Domino's around here? Because the one that I know of closed.
We don't. My dad got it on his way home from.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Domino's is definitely above Little Caesars, though.
Yeah, no, Little Caesars,
Little Caesars is trash.
It's trash, but it knows it's trash. That's why it's like only $5.
Little Caesars. Actually, it's not $5 anymore. I think it's $6.
No, $5. I drove past it enough.
In
Still on.
Canada, pizza is kind of the same way. Where like it's a great place to go if you just want one slice, and then you eat the one slice for like $1, and you're like, eh, and that's all it's good for.
And it's always dry.
I forgot you guys got Little Caesars pizza and you left like any other pizza you can leave out and have when it's cold.
No.
Little Caesars pizza just turns into cardboard. It just reverts back. It like does some kind of like genetic modification. It all breaks down after like 5 hours into like a cellulose cardboard form and then it's unedible.
It's like McDonald's. You don't eat it when it's cold. You don't eat McDonald's when it's cold.
You can eat McDonald's fries when they're cold.
I was going to say McDonald's fries when they're cold is the worst.
I like cold McDonald's fries.
It tastes like gross potato product mush grit thing.
It's like eating mashed potatoes at that point.
It's usually dry. It's not even like mashed potato. Mashed potato is like.
See, I'm a person that I like. So, to get on the fry debate here.
Okay.
I don't like crispy fries.
Huh.
I like my fries a little bit soggy.
I understand it. Personally,
Like-
I like. No, go on.
Like when you hold the fry and it like just bends. Like that's the type of fry.
soft.
No, that's the perfect fry for me. That's my type of fry. If
That's
I get
not a fry. That's a raw.
No, that's still a fry.
No. It depends
I
how
don't
you
like
bake it, because like if you keep the oven moist, like it can be soggy yet still well cooked.
Like, do you like crispy fries?
The thing that bothers me is not how well they're cooked, but the flavor of them. Like what other like flavorants they've added in. Like I like salty. I like when they've got. I like when there's like layers to the crispiness. Like the outside's crispy, but the inside
like
isn't.
soft.
And the way you do that is you have to double deep fry them at 2 different temperatures. I forget how exactly you do it, but some restaurants do that, and when they do it correctly, it is. That is perfect.
So I think of steak fries when you think of when it's like crispy on the outside, but like still soft.
Sort of, yeah. If they're done right, yeah. Because I've also seen some like wavy, like chunky fries that are like not good. Like they have no flavor. So I don't know. Like the ones that Edie's does are really good.
I don't like a crispy fry though. Like I want it to be like a little bit like soggy. Like I like moist fries.
My favorite way is when it's like crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, like you were talking about with the steak fries. That's my favorite.
I don't like when it's too hot inside. Like the outside will be cold, but if you bite into it, it's like it's hot. It's like it burns your tongue. It's like that I don't like.
No, I feel that.
Well, no one
That
wants
is
to
a
burn their
common thing
tongue
with
for a
steak fries,
skate.
though.
That's kind of no one here sitting here is like, I love when the fries burn the inside of my tongue and just like rip the top layer of skin off the roof of my mouth. That's
like
my
pain.
favorite part of when I eat fries. I think we could all unanimously agree that we don't like
Onion fries are the worst when it comes to burning your tongue or top of your mouth.
The worst food for that is mashed potatoes.
I've never had a problem eating mashed potatoes.
Never before for me.
Never.
Well, you're just special.
Really?
How do you have a
Really
problem?
hot mashed potatoes?
It is mush. How the fuck do you have trouble eating mush?
I don't have trouble eating mush. The fact that it's hot mush and then I stick it in my mouth and then it gets stuck to the roof of my mouth
And don't.
because it's mush.
Steaming. Like it
And
is.
it's
It is
hot.
giving you a sensory observation.
Just blow on
We've
it.
already
And then
established
blow
that
on
I'm
it just a
not
little bit.
smart.
What's so wrong?
Keep in mind, he's a bull. His mouth is shaped a little different.
And his eyes can't see the
his eyes
spoon.
can't
And
see the spoon.
He can't even walk downstairs.
He has to put it on his side like this.
I just try to picture a cow trying to eat with like he can't see forward facing where his mouth is.
His tongue is like, trying to eat it because it gets
You have to take the spoon and like put it to the side of your head before you go. And you're like, that's too much work. I'll just risk it. Churros, yes.
Does Nico even have the churros thing open?
I did. I read it, and it was
did.
okay.
All right.
Did you read it to yourself?
Yeah, it's a recipe. The Dole Whip one was one step, okay? That's not hard. But a normal recipe is not one step, and churros are not one step. You want to make a churro?
He read it to himself.
You make batter. You throw it into a
I've
thing
never
of fry
seen
oil.
churros being made at home. So how do you shape churros?
You take a plastic bag, you fill it, and then you squeeze it.
Okay, but
cut out the corner.
That comes out of a pipe bag.
It's a pipe bag.
Okay.
The one that you want for the star, you have a star and
Yeah.
usually it just comes out and looks like a turd because most people don't have the star.
Right.
If you really want to give the star one, you cut the little corner to make it look like a star. It's still going to look like a turd, but a fried turd.
So it's better.
So either you can spend the money and actually get like pastry bags, or you can just.
So how do you make the recipe?
You make the batter.
Why don't you read it for us?
Oh my god.
People are at home. They need something to do. People are stuck at home and they need recipes, Nico.
Yeah, because instead
Like
of Googling,
me, Nico,
They're going to listen to our podcast and be like, oh, here, let me write it down instead of looking it up where it's all written and much easier.
Well, maybe they take verbal commands better. Like, good boy, sit. They want
me.
They want
I take commands better verbally, and I
See?
need to hear it. And I'm listening to my favorite podcast, FurCast, and I'm hoping they're going to help me
Well,
make churros.
if this is your
and give me
favorite
some
how
podcast,
popular
I'm more disappointed.
You know what popular audiobooks are? People can read, yes, but why read when someone else will read for you?
Combine 1 cup water, 8 tablespoons butter, 1/4 a teaspoon cinnamon, and in a 1.5 quart saucepan over medium heat. Bring pot to boil. Reduce heat to low. Add flour. Stir vigorously until mix forms ball. Remove from heat and let rest for 5 to 7 minutes. Add egg, one at a time, and stir it until combined. Set aside. Heat oil in a medium skillet. Okay, it's
Hold
just
on,
a recipe.
You went through this really fast. I think what you should do is say the first few
you have to
steps and then to the actual time limit in between the things.
You have
and
to
then
go
18 minutes from now.
No, see, I got
then
it.
you say the next.
You got to
step
go
so that people
sensually.
can actually make it along with the podcast.
See, you have to go sensually, Nico. Like, combine the water, butter, salt, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon.
I don't want to know that.
1/2 quart of saucepan over medium heat. Bring the pot to a rolling boil.
Did you just say 1/2 quart of saucepan?
1 1/2 quart saucepan.
Oh, I thought you said of. I was like, what?
Yeah, 1 1/2 quart of a saucepan.
Of saucepan.
Reduce heat to low. Add flour. Stir vigorously.
This got way worse.
Until mix forms a ball. Remove from the heat and let rest for 5 to 7 minutes. Step 4. Add eggs, one at a time, and stir until combined. Then set aside. Step 5. Heat oil in a medium skillet or a 1 quart saucepan over medium-high heat or until the temperature reaches 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Step 6. Spoon dough into a piping bag fitted with a large star tip. Pipe 1-inch strips of dough over the saucepan, cut with a knife, and drop into the hot oil. Repeat until the churro bites fill the saucepan with room to fry. Fry the churro bites until golden brown.
Guess what? This is how you make churros.
Remove with a slotted spoon.
Nothing special.
Or a mesh spider strainer. Step 8. Drain churro bites on a paper towel. Step 9. Mix sugar.
Why are you still going with this?
And 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon in a medium bowl. Toss the churro bites until fully coated. Place on a serving plate and serve with your favorite dipping sauce. And there's a video of that too.
The video is not nearly as pornographic.
Well, it is Disney.
And one would say, that's better.
That was just sensual.
It's just how to make churros.
Yes, it's just how to
Their
make
churro
churros.
recipe isn't anything fancy.
All right. What do you guys want to do for now? You guys want to call it, or you guys have something else you want to?
Some good music.
I'm okay with calling it, but that's me.
Yeah. It's a little over a 2-hour show, so
it's good.
You can
Well,
do
then
Good thing we have
whatever
nothing to talk about. And next time when we
We
come
should
back
at
on,
least read the murder thing.
I don't want to. Like, I really don't want to.
yeah. I feel like we we can link it in the show notes and let people look
Link
into
it. Well, we might talk about it in the future, but
Yeah.
you can talk about it, but just
I
not,
don't
I don't
think-
want to do it on the normal show.
I don't think anybody wants us to.
And that's not me trying to hide like the facts. It's just
It's still out there.
it's like
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
the point. It's out
It's
there.
out there, so if
people are
you want to
interested.
find it, you can.
There's a lot of people who already feel like shit enough right now. So the idea is to just.
The world's already burning. We don't need to know that.
It's not to make people feel like shit. It's about to know that fucking someone murdered someone
Yeah, there you go.
in this fandom.
There you go.
There's a link to it.
Yep, we'll have
fine.
links. We'll link to all the different articles. There's a few. I'll put it together.
So we're not trying to deny it. It's just people come to
Denier!
people on this podcast.
How
want,
dare you deny it?
people want lighthearted, slight, stupid arguments, like about using checks. Apparently. See, I don't forget it.
I'm sorry, Nico. It's okay if you use checks.
It's not okay if you use checks.
Well, he doesn't use checks for anything.
I use it
small.
just for rent. So I know I paid it.
Wait, you guys are mad that he uses checks for rent?
That's it.
He said in other things.
Other things, as in anything that's big. Like what
Would you pay with check
You
for
can't even
vehicle
harass him
repairs?
for that.
Like something
It's
that
not
costs
like
like
he's going to
$500?
Tim Hortons and writing out a check
no.
there.
What I said was, if he's doing it now, wait 20 years, and he's going to be the person at Tim Hortons writing a check to get a coffee.
No, I don't think so.
I won't. And you'll be the person. I don't know.
I won't.
I was gonna say in 20 years, but you have to get there first.
You do need to get a credit card.
I know. I already have I have perfect credit score already because my parents have been paying off my student loans. Apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They didn't tell me. They're just like,
I
oh, we
have a
paid them
fantastic
all
credit
off, and I'm like,
score.
what?
Not my doing, but it's fantastic.
Fuck.
They're like, you have a perfect credit score because we've been paying it off, all of it.
Yeah, but if you don't have a credit opened source,
Yeah,
of
there's
credit,
different parts of your credit. Yeah.
So you can have a good score, but you don't have good credit.
Guys, you're talking about
credit's weird. So
You're talking about the second.
we're
thing
talking about adult things now, Nico.
Talking about the
you have to
second-
understand credit.
Talking about the second thing I hate the most. Money is number 2. Last week was number 1 because we talked about statistics, and fuck that. I hate statistics with passion.
Well, you'll definitely hate credit math.
I know. I hate. Are we done?
Uh,
Well, I
want to take calls.
another news article for you. Then
That's take calls. I was kind of hoping you'd go to the Experian website and pull up your credit report.
No.
Okay.
freecreditreport.com.
Anyway. All right, guys.
I have one article that's actually kind of important. It's actually really nice.
Not about murder?
No.
Okay.
Not about.
Well, it kind of is, but not in that sense.
Okay.
All right.
Only slight murder.
Only slight murder, yeah.
It's the Uncensored Library. Reporters Without Borders. So, in many countries across the world, as you know, freedom of the press is not free.
Right.
Like in Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and a few other places. I can't think of name them all, but
Yeah, it's not worth it. It changes all the time anyway.
however, most of those places still have Minecraft.
Oh, you're talking about the Minecraft server. I've heard of this.
Yes, it is literally called the Uncensored Library. And there's sections of Russia and everything like that. And they've literally transcribed all of the books into books actually in the Minecraft server. So you can read articles that are forbidden in those countries.
That is amazing. That
actually is pretty
That is
good.
the most dystopian thing I have heard like in weeks. Is just that.
If you pull it up, the map itself is fucking gorgeous.
Please tell me
I've
they're based
seen
off
it.
the Library of Alexandria.
I don't know. That it's far beyond that.
Well, I mean, we don't know what the Library
Look
of
at that.
Alexandria looked like.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
pretty.
that's probably
What the hell? How is that Minecraft?
That is literally a Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very Library of Alexandria-esque.
And they have each country's like how hard it is to find real news. I think that one's North Korea, which they call the labyrinth, because the time it takes you to find the truth is really so long that it actually becomes irrelevant to you.
Yeah.
For how they censor things. And like there's like the Russian one, which is like a giant squid and everything like that. The Brief, one of our most ambitious projects to date. We worked with Reporters Without Borders, Media Monks, and DDB to create Minecraft experience dedicated to the freedom of the press and exposing press censorship. We've asked to build a giant library inside Minecraft, which contains censored journals and articles banned in several countries, thus bypassing the press censorship in oppressive regimes. The build, 24 builders from 16 different countries collaborated to create a huge virtual library which houses information on all 180 countries in the Press Freedom Index, as well as special exhibition halls in 5 countries notorious for their press censorship: Russia, Vietnam, Mexico, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia. The library is hosted on a server, allowing anyone from around the world to visit regarding of press censorship in their countries. The library is also free to download and play in any single player.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And you should probably just play the quick, just second video of it. Like,
If you want, I might be able to actually download the map right now and go into it and stream the feed to you.
Yeah, I might be able to do that. How
if you
big is the
wanted to do
map?
that. Oh, it's huge, but I would just do a quick fly through of like just the scale of things, because like looking at pictures does not do it as much justice.
Yeah, I bet.
But yeah, they have a bunch of different things of like journalist reports that got killed in different countries.
Yeah.
There's like that video has a quick fly through.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it looks awesome. Wow. We got it on the feed. You can't see it, Bull, but that's.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, we got it. It's kind of unbelievable how pretty Minecraft can be these days. I saw Minecraft with ray tracing was really impressive as well.
Oh yeah, the shaders.
Yeah, all the advanced shaders that people can load in and everything. Minecraft is still so weird.
Look at that though.
Like, goddamn. Anyway, well, thank you guys for listening to FurCast. I've been your host, Paradox the Red Wolf.
I've been your fabulous Blue Fox host, Pharaoh.
I'm Nico, and I use checks.
And I've been your strappy boy, Maruski.
Yeah,
and I've been your least, most, and also most socially distanced host, Areo.
Well, thank you for joining us, Areo, on via remote link.
Yep, of course. I had a good time. My face is very blue.
Oh, I'm glad you joined us. It was awesome.
I'm free to do it next week as well if you want to do it.
That sounds good. Meanwhile, thank you to Twin Tail Creations for sponsoring FurCast. You can check them out at twintailcreations.com and use our coupon codes for 15% off. That'll be in the description of the episode as well. Also, thank you to our patrons for supporting us. We have a few new ones. Our Patreon shoutouts should be updated next week. So, by the way, if you want to get your Patreon shoutout changed, now is the time to do it. Just send me an email and we'll make sure to change it because we're going to be recording those, I think, like probably Tuesday or Wednesday of next week is usually when we do that. Look out for more different types of FurCast episodes, FurCast Tech features, as well as a new type of FurCast episode that's going to be coming out soon. And thank you to all of my friends who put up with my bullshit and everybody who works on our back-end infrastructure. Bandit in chat, who's a local fur, says, "Are we going to Denny's for food afterwards?" No, we can't. Sorry. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you next week, I assume, because there's nothing going on because everything's canceled. I would have been in Australia. But now I'm not going to be in Australia. So that's great. Yeah.
You can imagine. You use your imagination.
I'll use the imagination of the money that I did manage to get back from the airline. And I will do fun things.
I mean, we could probably set the grass all on fire outside and...
Wow, it's just like Australia.
We can just fill your room with spiders.
And get some snakes from Pest Store.
See, you had a spider in your mic. It's like Australia.
Fill your room with spiders, like the house on fire.
Snakes.
The full experience. Snakes.
Wow.
Have some koala bear chlamydia.
Anyway, stay tuned for the
protein.
Stay tuned for the post show, everybody.
That's Canadian. I was thinking of Vegemite. I'm a dumbass.